When I talk about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. In the movie, the Matrix were used for our body heat, but here in this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G's only. Too many phony, masculine homies. Females acting like they are holy. Ends up being lonely. No time for games, weightlifting games, betting some flames. Too many names, breaking their chains. Me busy switching lanes. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Your mind must be stronger than your feelings. People betray, even if they're reeling. Stay away from the demons, life has a meaning. No use in repeating, yeah. People don't like it when I keep it going, but rap is the best and I keep it flowing. My social media keeps on growing, my looks I keep glowing. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G.
Breakfast! Breakfast!
The computer, an extension of the human intellect, center of the most calculating intelligence on Earth.
I am the computer man, and I am ready for questions now, thank you.
Mr. Computer Man, how much is 2 plus 2?
4.
Mr. Computer Man, how do you spell cat?
C-A-T.
Mr. Computer Man, how do you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
With letters. I am the computer man. I can do anything you can. I am the computer man. I can do anything you can. Computer man is very wise. He speaks the truth, he never lies. Jenny does not compute. What is your number, please?
Number? I don't have a number. I'm a person.
A person? A person? Amazing! I am the computer man. I can do anything you can. I am the computer man. I can do anything you can.
What is 9,999 times 999,000?
Do anything you a heck of a lot.
Parlez-vous français?
Oui.
Hello? Are you there? Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. I said hello once, I have to do it twice. DM's looking nice, living a good life. Party all night, first class flight. To my haters, don't wanna be missed with your night. Hello to the people, hello to the people, hello to the people. I must say hello, hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello? Anybody there? Hello? Are you there? Hello, 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 hello. Making that door, Lamborghini yellow. Hello, 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 hello. Wave goodbye, wave hello. Hello to the people, hello to the people, hello to the people. I must say hello, hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. Hello to the people. I must say hello. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody.
Sos, mistä apua saa? Mä huudan sos. Sitä nyt tarvitaan. Mä huudan sos. Olen niin onneton, taas mun nainen jättänyt on sos. Nainen jätti taas mun, mä huudan sos. Miten tästä toivun, mä huudan sos. Kyllästyn elämään, eikö toivoa oo missään. Nyt olkoon määränpäänä ennem koi, saan siellä seurautta ennem koi.
I want to go to Texas.
Texas would be great.
Texas looked really nice. And I like the big cowboy hats they wear. The big giant ones. George Bush was a Texan.
Yeah.
He had his own ranch. He was a real life cowboy. and he used to chill in his ranch, smoking weed and riding horses. And he played golf. And then he had, who was after him? It was Obama, wasn't it?
Think so.
Obama, first black president, of course. Now, I wasn't a major fan of Obama, but he was much better than what they got now. Definitely. At least he was a bit rational, to some extent, and he wasn't senile. I think Donald Trump was very underrated. A lot of Americans liked him, really. The world press kind of give him a bad rap. And it's like a lot of people, it's like the Lotus Eaters said in a podcast the other day I was watching, how Donald Trump is banned from Twitter, and yet they allow the Taliban on Twitter, and they won't block their accounts. Now that just seems very wrong to me. Can you really, honestly, rationally say that Donald Trump is worse than the Taliban? Nah, you're just salty, ain't ya? That's all it is, because he speaks truth. What do you think about Trump?
I think he's brilliant, mate. He's done some great things.
I'll admit, when he first come out, I was weary of him. I thought he was a bit dodgy. I didn't think he'd be that good.
It's just because of how he talks.
Exactly, but he proved himself. And I spoke to a lot of Americans, white, black, Mexicans, and they all loved him. They said that he got more work, he lowered the taxes, he kept the immigration low, and it was better for the people, but they don't show you that in the news. You've got to actually talk to the American people to learn that. They try to discredit his good work in the news, and it's like the opposite. With Biden, you get the news are trying to make it out like he's some amazing president that's going to change the world, and he's progressive. But he ain't done fuck all, really, apart from get loads of people killed. It's all backwards.
Fucking Sleepy Joe.
Old fucking pedo Joe. He's for a start, he's too old to be president. I mean, Trump's quite old, I'll give you that. But at least he's sane. He got all this up here. He's still got his marbles.
He's smart, isn't he? See?
And he's smart.
A self-made fucking
entrepreneur,
multi-millionaire, isn't he?
And he loves his country.
So he knows how business works.
He's your stereotypical 80s American, isn't he? Like that, the symbol of what American used to be. Like, I don't know, he's just, to me, he is perfect. He's perfect for the position of president.
Of course he is.
He would have been, he just needed more time and less hate. Yeah, a lot of inside hate, you see. People trying to sabotage him. And they even tried blaming the riots at the White House on him, on his fans.
And then you find out later on it was
and they're trying to say
left-wing people among the crowd causing the problems.
Exactly. See? And now they're trying to say that event was worse than 9/11, when loads of people died.
That's very...
That's just disgusting and disrespectful to everyone's families that died in 9/11. I think that's terrible. And you should be ashamed of yourself if you're spouting that. That's the sort of thing, people, that the extreme left are trying to spout out. And it's not even that we're ranting about it like it's going to go away. It's not. It's getting indoctrinated into American schools and British schools and European schools and Australian schools, New Zealand schools, everywhere, except places like China and stuff, because they're fascists and they teach their own stuff. They won't allow wokeness, which is kind of good in a way. I expect their people are a little bit happier in some ways. But it's like in Afghanistan. Recently they said that the Taliban tore down a George Floyd memorial. Now, that's got no place being there anyway. That's just
got no place being anywhere, really.
That's just going to riot up the people, isn't it? What has that got to do with Afghanistan and its plight? Nothing. Nothing. It's just trying to introduce extra drama into other people's lives that probably never even heard of George Floyd. I don't think that most Afghan citizens would even care what was going on in America.
Of course not.
Let alone know what was going on. It's terrible, really. The world is upside down. Upside down, and that's reality. That is reality. And I'm glad that we could bring it to
Still
you.
got a bit of that fish in my teeth.
Bjorn had fish fingers earlier. Food of the gods. They're a nice, quick, simple meal. You can have them in a sandwich on their own. Bit of ketchup.
And some vinegar.
And some vinegar as well. Beautiful. Yeah, America's always been good for food. Big burgers. They've always been known to be on the portly side, aren't they, Americans? Slightly jolly.
Well, that Mandy food fella, he liked food a bit much, didn't he?
Was that the man who ate loads of McDonald's? He lived on...
I think that's the same one.
There was an American guy...
He was told to stop because basically you're about to fucking die.
Yeah, he'd done an experiment and he lived for like a week or two on McDonald's, only McDonald's, and his liver was going to shut down because of all the salt. But you can't blame him. Like, I bet the Americans make some cracking food, mind, don't they? Their McDonald's won't be like ours. It'll be like proper meat, not all this vegan tofu shit. Like proper meat, slices, proper steaks and shit. I love a burger. Good burger. I bet Biden makes horrible burgers, though. You can imagine if you had like Donald Trump, George Bush, they'd be pretty good at like doing barbecues and stuff, I reckon, because they're manly men, ain't they? They like to socialise. They're one of the lads. They're like, yeah. Come and have a beer with me. Come and have a beer with me. I'm Don. I'm George. But no, you look at Biden, and if you went round his house, it would be like he'd be sat in his armchair, and his wife would be doing the cooking, and he'd be like, oh, give him another burger. Give him another burger. And then he'd get up halfway through, when he's meant to be talking to you and eating, he'll just wander off. That's how senile he is.
Go for a walk in his slippers and his smoking jacket.
I saw a video the other day. He was like, he was meant to be introducing his wife to this crowd, and she was going to give a little speech, and he was there next to her, and then halfway through her speech, he just lets it his watch, and then he goes...
And then fucks off.
And just walks off. And she's there, and she's like, oh...
The leader of the free world.
Leader of the free world is not a gentleman at all. Don't even support his wife. What sort of man does that say he is? He goes around sniffing the hair of youngsters. All these little incidents, they all add up, you know. And you can't blame it all on his senileness.
And his racist comments. Earlier in his career, they seem to be forgotten about
I've heard a lot of hypocritical things about him in his early career. Look up early Joe Biden. Old clips of Joe Biden, his old policies. And you'll find that most of them are the opposite of what he's spouting now.
Not very nice against black people at all,
Black
Joe
people,
Biden.
he didn't like them. Oh, he didn't like them, old Joe. But now he does. Because of Black Power, Black Lives Matter and stuff. He's got to support that.
Just convenient for him, wasn't it?
Did he get the votes, wasn't he? Well, he don't want Trump coming back. So that concludes a bit of our little talk on America. We will come back to certain subjects because it's always relevant. The United States, they're always relevant. They got their fingers in every little pie. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more to come from Biden. Thanks for watching Reality. We are proud to bring you reality from us to the people. Ain't we, Bjorn?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get some hair implants in my big forehead. And I'm going to send the picture to Macy Gray.
Ah, right.
Then maybe, you know.
Then maybe, yeah. He likes Macy Gray. He likes her a lot.
Gorgeous.
Thank you for watching Reality. We'll catch you on the next one.
My little nigga, he on the run. Hold him down just to make it bump. Back in middle school, I used to play the drum. Now in high school, 50 rounds in the drum. All my routines at the door, first run. The police key the door, run for it, run.
Last night, see.
Last night?
I nearly nodded off then.
What'd you get up to last night?
I don't think this is the time or the place, Jonny.
But yeah, folks, we'd love to hear your opinions on politics.
What's up, nigga? You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch. Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
What are you talking about? What is happening to me?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now. Buff niggas. Dark niggas. Asian niggas. You wanna sell that shit?
Yes.
Just dial, nigga. I'll fuck you up.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
It's your boy, JP. Turn my bloody headphones up, I'll tell you what. They're gonna want to hear this. Like bloody hell, I'm rapping bloody well. Elliot Page is not a Mel, it's bloody pathetic. You must rescue your father from the belly of a well. It's important and not incommodious that sometimes we'll let our children fail. Justin Trudeau and Canadian government want to go and put me in jail. Axiomatic presupposition, hell to the butchers who cut up children. What we're witnessing is hell on earth. Women don't know their own worth. Listen here, buddy, I'm not your bucko. The real world is off the cutthroat. Most importantly, be like a lobster. Never be a soy beta cuckold. These politicians are getting paid off. A fine line between order and chaos. Sometimes you must be offensive. Gen Z has imposter syndrome. Want to succeed? Clean your room. Take a shower, be well groomed. That's no joke. It's not a conundrum. Go and grab the bloody vacuum.
Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great.
Hey, turn my headphones up.
You're not wearing any headphones, Joe?
Well, I'm not wearing any headphones, what?
Bloody gosh.
Oh, you're right. These are my earmuffs. Hey, Jordan. I mean Gordon Peterson. I grew up with a guy named Gordon. Gordy. We used to call him Gordy. We would catch lobsters and his dad in Maine. We would go up to Maine in summer and his dad had a lobster boat. And then we would eat at the Red Lobster afterwards. And my Corvette, the red Corvette, I would call the Lobstermobile. Being Gordy and his dad in the Lobstermobile. Make sure you clean your room. Hunter's room's always clean.
Joe, that's plenty enough, Joe. All right, we understand. I think we get it, Joe. That's quite enough. Bloody gosh. All right, Trump, give us the hook again.
Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great. Clean your room or get rich enough to hire maids. I eat lobster every night cause I'm getting paid. We just tell it how it is, that's why people hate. Trump the dawn and I'm here to make America great.
go, and that's
playing, Dave.
Yeah, well.
Right. Yeah. Just about life. That's understand. Yeah. You understand just about life. This is life gonna start. This is where life is gonna live in. Gonna start to see the sky, gonna sing it. Gonna see the sky, the stick and nothing singing. Gonna get the guy singing. I run the car singing. I run the thing, I run the thing in. Really good. This is life is gonna this is life. And this is why it's gonna life is gonna this is work. And it's gonna I'm gonna make this work. And it's gonna sit it, gonna in the net, and I will be a cut. I'm in the front. I'm in.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Recently, some students messaged me and asked me if I had any wheelchair defense technique. Someone in a wheelchair can absolutely be a criminal. There's no rule that says someone in a wheelchair can't be a terrorist. He could have a gun or a knife or a bomb on him. He could be breaking into my house to assault me or my family, or maybe he's just looking for a can of WD-40. But the point is, he's broken the law, he's posed a threat to me, so I need to analyze him, figure out how do I defend myself against a destructive disabled. Okay? First thing that he has an advantage of is he is at striking distance with my groin. All the strikes he throws straight, gonna go right to my groin. Gotta watch out for that. Secondly, he can use his body as a weapon. He can throw his limbs at me, and even if I catch one, if I strike it, he's not gonna feel it, okay? So I have no advantage there. So fake hop. Then I'm gonna reach down, put the brakes on this criminal, literally decrease his mobility so that I can spin out of striking distance and stun him with a dragon punch to the back of the head. Okay? Now I'm going to use a move designed by the famous dancer Frank Shapiro. It is called a pirouette. I can spin without losing my balance and getting in perfect position to get rid of this wheelchair wacko, take him right out of circulation with a step through side kick like so.
Oh, God.
you beautiful lot. Thanks for tuning in. This is Scab Cast. Bjorn will be along shortly. Bjorn is literally just in one of the other rooms getting ready for his appearance. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Who's this? Mr. Perfect. Hello, Mr. Perfect. One of my he comes on all my streams, most of them anyway. A loyal viewer. A lot of loyal viewers on here. Fucko the Big G Dude Bro. He's on a few times. Nice to see you all tonight. Nate 313, DarkMindOfL, Enrique Cabrera, Carbon Heart, of course. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a fine day. Fine day indeed. Grey Wolf, how you doing, buddy? We got who else is in the chat? Kevin Everson and Omni. If I missed anyone, I do apologise. Oh, I think it's Bjorn. How you doing, Bjorn? You alright, mate?
Not bad, mate. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, we got Bjorn in the room now as well, folks. I want to know, what have you been up to this week? Anyone in the chat, tell me what you've been up to, because Johnny's had a hell of a week. It's been horrible. Who's it? Carbon or hell, Johnny Scab? Hell, mate. And anyone who don't know, this is my drummer, Bjorn Skullhammer.
Hello, people.
I've known him a very long time. Hell, Bjorn, the chat says. Hell, Johnny Scab. Yeah, I've known him a very long time. We was at school together. He was an exchange student from Denmark. And we became thick as thieves, best mates. And then we met the other two and we started the band, the Gravy Postmen. Greatest band on earth.
Do they know about Jack?
Yeah, they know he's missing. I told them. Yeah.
Tragedy. An absolute tragedy.
We try not to talk about it much.
I'll get a little bit emotional. It's all right, mate.
Our guitarist, Jack the Fierce, is still missing from one of our gigs. He was last seen running into the Old Skull Forest. We got Interpol involved, looking for him still. But it's been terrible without him. We've had to do all sorts of different things. Our band's been experimenting with different styles. I wanted to get into a bit of country and western. Any of you lot country and western fans out there? You reckon Johnny will sound good, like singing cowboy songs? Do you like a bit of country and western, Bjorn?
Oh, I don't mind a little bit of country and western. What about Shania Twain? Was she country?
Shania Twain? I guess so.
Kind of.
Bit pop, like a poppy country.
Poppy country, yeah.
He looks like he's ready to kill
fuck me.
Oh, someone said you look like you're ready to kill Dr. Frankenstein. I don't know what that means. Is that? I'm guessing that's because of your mask. You look.
Maybe. It's real skin, see?
Real skin.
I won't tell you how we got it.
Oh yeah, better not.
Some people might not approve.
What's this? It happens. I've been out of the bands since 1991, starting at. I've been out of bands. Have you been in a lot of bands then, have you? Fucko, Kid, Big G, Dude, Bro. What sort of bands were you in? Our band's sort of like, a lot of people class us as punk, but we're more than punk. We sort of expand all the genres, really. We're just like a super band. Hell, Johnny Scab, who's this? Omni, how you doing, Omni? Yes, you were in a band. What sort of band were you in? What sort of band were you in, fucko? Let us know. And have you got any links to your music? Any like channels? Yo, Dupe, Richard Dupe. He's the leader of the gangsters in Northern England, Richard Dupe. He runs all the. He's my loyal like lieutenant. How you doing, Dupe? Yeah, for anyone who's just tuned in, this is my drummer, Bjorn Skullhammer.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you've probably seen him. Yo, bruv. How you doing? You've probably seen him in some of the videos. We do a podcast called Reality. You started out punk, then went death metal, all the while considering fusion of other styles. Well done. Sounds interesting. Sounds pretty interesting. Jonny flicked the snot at you. Jonny Bjorn flicked. Yeah, he does that.
Well, come on, you just grassed me right up, ain't you?
Oh, he don't like grasses, mine, Mr. Perfect. You're lucky. You're lucky you ain't in the same room as him. Put a razor blade on you. Hell, Bjorn, which you do, says. How you grassed him up? Yeah, Bjorn's known to do that sometimes. He's a little compulsive disorder.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's got to be done. No matter who sat next to him, it's just something that you can't change. He spoke to the doctor about it, but it's at the end of the day.
He said as long as it's just bogies, then I should be all right.
Yeah. Jonny, a little bit. Oh, God. Yeah, well, yeah, it is pretty big. It is pretty big, I must say. There is a bit of a legend going around about it, around Brixton. There's a few stories. I won't get into it too much because I might. There's still an ongoing case, so I've got to be a bit careful what I say. Yeah, me and Bjorn go on a lot of tours around Europe. What's this? Sorry, Bjorn. Someone's put sorry, Bjorn. My face doesn't care about razor blades. Just look at me. What's it? Oh, you're Freddy Krueger, ain't you? Freddy Krueger. Everyone's face cares about razor blades. Yeah, we go on a little tours around Europe, but we haven't been around there lately. You're getting a bit shit over there. European Union and the governments in them countries, they're all knobheads. And ours are bad enough. And the last time we were there, we were in Denmark looking for Jack. It was a long, arduous task, and it makes me very sad to speak about it because it's been months since we heard from him or heard of him. We haven't heard anything of him. I go around and see his dad sometimes, and he got a pet snake that I help feed, and we're trying to wait, and we're hoping for the best. We're hoping for the best that he comes back to us in one piece. But he does a lot of drugs. Most of the gropey postmen do, to be honest. It's kind of our thing. What's this? Abra? What you fellas into making music over just listening to? Oh, where? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we make music, Enrique. Jonny and the Gropey Postmen. Greatest punk band in England. Look us up. We're critically acclaimed. And we even made number 39 in Lithuania on one of our EP releases. We've got a few good viewers in tonight. Got 16 viewers so far. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's a Monday, and I know it's not the most sociable time for some of you. It might be a bit early in the day, but it's appreciated. We're going to put a little bit of commentary music on for you all. Get the vibe going a bit.
You should have put some of our music on for them, John.
Yeah, I don't know if they could handle our music.
A bit too excitable for a Monday.
Yeah, I could put Red Flag on for them. Any of you lot in the chat?
I hope you're not actual commies.
Right,
it's ironic, see.
I'm going to play a video for you. A video, it's only a video I put together, ain't amazing. What's this? A position? Or what's this? What's this we're getting? A policeman robbed all my drugs. I sent back from Cambodia. It was Bjorn, wasn't it? No, what? No, Bjorn, a postman. Oh, postman. Postman robbed all your drugs. It could have been. It could have been Bjorn. He has been known to dress up as a postman sometimes and impersonate them. I'm going to play a video now for any of you that haven't ever seen it. It's from our band. It's called Red Flag. It's not the best video. I've got to get a better one, but it's
very appropriate.
It's more about the lyrics, isn't it? It's more about what it's about. And if you're a communist, you might not like it, but I don't care.
My message is that we'll be watching you.
The technocracy is in place. The New World Order is now official. They're going from beta to 1.0. That means New World Order. This is it. We are in the New World Order. We have crossed the line as of right now.
Down in the center of the city, there's an army of unwashed, whinging about climate change as if they give a ton. Militant Marxist crusties, claiming to save the world. Puppets of Gates and Soros, led by a little girl. The smell of wealthy students is getting up my nose. I try so hard to evade it, but it's everywhere I go. The communist agenda, this European state, it's captured all your children. You can retaliate. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. Abandon all positions. Surrender all your arms. Europe is now your overlord. Welcome to Animal Farm. You can't escape their judgment. You're imprisoned by their views. They laugh at your independence. They feed you their fake news. One for all and all for one. The man on the soapbox cries with his little book of Stalin quotes and a red star on his tie. The filthy zombies gather with banners overhead. A bunch of dirty fascists leaning extremely left. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. The inmates have taken over. The doctors are locked away. Bow down like a pretty little drone, and they might just let you stay. I don't believe the climate is changing by my hand. I don't need some little commie kid telling me where I stand. I don't believe the papers. All that glistens isn't gold. You don't own your freedom. Your country's already sold. This communist agenda, this European state, it's captured all your children. You can retaliate. Flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. The red flags flying on the streets of England. There ain't no hope in the streets of England. 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 England.
Yeah, that was one of our hits. Red Flag. It gets quite a lot of attention at our live gigs.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites.
He's one of Bjorn's favourites, and his drumming on it was superb, I think.
I was doing that with half my kit. Someone pinched the rest.
Yeah, he only had one drumstick with that. He was improvising using, I think it was a chopstick.
Yeah, it was.
Elephant, what's this? Eloquent band name, I thought, to let them know we have our eyes on you like you have on us. Then, my friends, here we are. Love your music too, Jonny. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, there's a bit of our music on my YouTube channel. You can look that up. But yeah, that song always gets a lot of attention at gigs. We get a lot of Antifa turn up to our gigs. Try and ruin it. Oh, your old band name. Yeah, I got it. I understand. I don't know what the music scene's like over in America. Like ours is a lot different here. You get a lot of ruffians turning up to gigs and having fights. There's a lot of fights at gigs, punk gigs sometimes. It can get quite exciting. I was looking up SJW videos today, Bjorn.
Oh, fuck me. Give me that rush, John.
Like,
Again.
Bjorn hates it. Bjorn, well, I do as well, but I like to watch like weird SJW people.
And I suppose they're good for a laugh, isn't it?
It's all right for a laugh, isn't it? But yeah, we've been watching them today. I got this little video to pull out for the people out there, and I thought you might like it as well, Bjorn.
I'm sure I will.
Told you he's an Article 4 free inhabitant, so he does not have to have a license. This is on recording. Article 4 free inhabitant pursuant to the Articles of Confederation. You can look it up. It's in the United.
I'm gonna get out of the car and walk down to that house.
No, you are not free to leave right now.
Are you saying you have authority over me?
Yes, I do.
You have proven authority over me.
Yes, I do.
How did you do that?
The County of Imperial.
You do not
through the
have
sheriff.
authority over a human being,
All right,
over
well,
a free
you know what?
inhabitant.
Do you want to argue the point?
You need to go look up your
I don't
laws.
have to look at anything right now. What I need to do is get you out of the vehicle. If you have identification, please hand the identification over to me.
No.
Identify yourself to me.
And I'm not going to step out of the vehicle.
All right, well.
You got me like that! You got me like that! You're gonna get so much trouble, you son of a bitch! You're gonna get sued! You don't even know what you're doing! I'm telling you, I'm gonna sue you!
Stop.
What's your name?
Well, there you go. Let that be a lesson to you little wokesters. Article 4, free inhabitant. Don't keep you out of jail. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Steve here with you, and today we're going to take a look at some of the funniest, most outlandish woke fails ever on social media. So rest assured, no woke activists were harmed during the making of this film, but plenty of delicious animals were. Things didn't turn out much better for these feminist radicals who only ended up owning themselves.
You can't compassionately bring someone!
Mike Tyson did.
I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
You'll be frying, kid.
That's evil, isn't it?
Did you just make a joke? Did you just make a joke about that? Did you just make a rape joke? You with the blue shirt! You scum a-hole! Who makes a joke about raping women?
That's just nothing.
Come here and try to rape my 6 foot!
It's one of their favorite.
And have it, haven't I? Do it. Respecting it.
I think that's the story of that woman's life. Whichever direction she walks, people always turn and run the other way. Here's one of my all-time favorite self-owns ever. David Webb is an amazing conservative talk radio host, and he was being interviewed by CNN's ultra-leftist contributor, Areva Martin, who didn't know who David Webb was. And if ever ignorance were not bliss, well, here it is.
I've chosen to cross different parts of the media world, done the work so that I'm qualified to be in each one. I never considered my color the issue. I considered my qualifications the issue.
Well, David, you know, that's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
Right. How do I have the privilege of white privilege?
When it comes to white privilege, I can't stand the term white privilege.
No, me.
It's like they think that we got something better than them.
We can't do nothing that other people can't on white, can we?
And we can't control the actions of some of our white ancestors. No one can. And no matter what race you're from, you can't control what your ancestors have done. It's not like you can time travel.
What you're alluding to, John, the slave trade and all that.
Yeah, the slave trade.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's why they've got a chip on their shoulders.
But what they don't realise is that through history, and even since the transatlantic slave trade, everybody has owned slaves, not just white people.
Yeah, exactly. Even white people have been made slaves by some Arabs and stuff. If you look up like the history of the Berbers.
The Barbary slave trade,
yeah, that was it. They used to come and nick white people from Europe, off the shores of Europe, like Britain and France and Spain and people like. And
I think the Ottoman Empire, they had white slaves even much more recently, didn't they, than the transatlantic slave trade?
Arabs and Africans used to like white slaves. Yeah. They were very prized throughout the world.
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege. This whole long conversation, I don't have time to get into.
Areva, I hate to break it to you, but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Okay, then I stand.
See, you went to white privilege. This is the falsehood in this. You went immediately with an assumption. Your people obviously, or you didn't look. You're talking to a black man who started out in rock radio in Boston, who crossed the paths into hip-hop, rebuilding one of the greatest black stations in America, and went on to work for Fox News, where I'm told apparently blacks aren't supposed to work, but yet you come with this assumption and you go to white privilege.
David,
that's actually
David,
insulting.
It is, and I apologize because my people gave me wrong information. They told me
the whole white privilege thing is insulting.
David, can I apologize and correct the record? I want to apologize. I was given wrong information about you, and I apologize.
But based on my color, you were going to something that I was part of, and just to add to it, my family background.
Look at her, folks. Look how snidey she is. The minute she realises he's black. Oh, I'm sorry.
We can be friends now.
Yeah, we can be friends. Fuck off. Fucking, like Beyonce said, assuming old cow thinks she could just fucking say what she wants. Then
that shows their ignorance, see? She thinks if somebody else is black, they must automatically agree with my point of view.
Yeah.
It shows how fucked they are in the head, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking, it does. It shows it all. He exposes them for what they really are.
Is white, black, Indian, Arawak, Irish, Scottish. I mean, it's so diverse. I'm like the UN when it comes to this. And this is part of the problem with driving a narrative around a construct like white privilege. Privilege is one thing where applied wealth, economy, various social factors, but not necessarily determined by color of skin.
My people gave me the wrong information. What a crock! First, you'll note she threw her producers under the bus, number one. But number two, what kind of bigoted radio preps the host on the race of their cat of something called the Million Student March? You would think they wouldn't have much time to march given their...
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's it.
Isn't that... That's quite a privilege.
It's been like that. It's been like that for the last, what, since at least like in England anyway, since like the 30s,
Of course,
40s.
Yeah. You're always going to get racism, aren't you? In some form, however small it might be. You'll never get rid of it totally.
I'd say since the First World War in England, we've been very welcoming to other races. We had Indians, Chinese, Orients, like Caribbean people coming over.
And if this was such a racist country, why do they all want to come here?
Exactly. Something they love about it. And everyone out there, even you lot in the chat, there's something you admire about Britain or England, whether you admit it to yourselves or not. We're one of the most leading countries in the world. One of the best ones to be from, really. That's in America, I reckon.
And if you can't think of anything you do like about our country,
in Australia,
one thing I promise they all like is the fact that they can shout their mouth off, slag our country off.
That's what it is.
With impunity, really. No one says anything.
They got more rights.
That's quite a privilege. We couldn't go to another country, slag off their heritage and their culture, call them racist, and be accepted like a normal person, could we?
No, it's not. It's not.
Again, so that's a fucking privilege.
It's not fair, Bjorn.
And a fucking liberty.
It is a fucking liberty. It's not fair at all.
Studies. But alas, in demanding free college and the cancellation of student debt, well, let's just say this woke warrior forgot to consider one very important thing.
So the 3 core demands of the National Day of Action are free public college, a cancellation of student debt, and a $15 an hour minimum wage for people who work on the campus.
And how's that going to be paid?
Great question. I mean,
go back to elementary school.
Great question. I mean, so I'm not sure if you're talking on like a national level or at particular schools. I can sort of touch on both. At my university, Northeastern University.
Someone has to pick up the tab. Who would that be?
He's already dead.
All right, but they've done studies on this kid. I don't want to get boring here. But even if you were to take the 1% and take all of their money, tax it 100%, do you know that couldn't keep Medicare, just Medicare in this country going for 3 years? Did you know that?
If we're to a point where the rich is paying 100% on their taxes, then we're on the road to socialism and we're going to have a completely different...
That's what you'll find with people like this. Young college students or university students that think they know it all. You know the type, don't you, Bjorn?
Too well.
They just taught a load of bollocks in university and they're made to feel important, given some fake job or task.
Because they're given all the attention, see? The education system, universities in particular, they're infiltrated by extremist woke leftists.
Yeah, it's all...
So they get the freedom to spout their nonsense and nobody says fuck all. They got no opposition in universities now.
It's all neo-communism. They've got agendas. They've got agendas that they're pushing on our youth.
And if you speak against the agenda, you're ostracised by the whole lot of them.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Dark L says they know nothing. Yeah, they know nothing, these little midwit, stupid students. Get a proper job. Back in my day, you didn't study shit like social justice or whatever they study in their new shitty universities. You had to work, didn't you, Bjorn?
Well, you couldn't go to university and get one of these stupid fucking qualifications they got now and then go and earn some money after, could you?
No, exactly.
It's like a non-trade, if you know what I mean.
Same there in America, they say. Yeah, people used to have to work, proper manual work. You might have been lucky enough to go to university if you were from a bit of a posh family.
But back then, it was worthwhile going because you'd be an accountant or a doctor or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You'd study for something, proper, like you just said, like being a doctor.
But now, even in the NHS, they got jobs. They employ people, pay them sort of like, I think it's 60 grand a year, just to go around and make sure everybody feels okay and ask if they want to cuddle.
Yeah,
an inclusion officer or some nonsense like that.
It is pathetic. I think the pendulum has to swing back soon, DarkMindOfL says. Yeah, hopefully.
I think it just has begun. I think the pendulum's reached the height that it's going to go, and I think it's literally about to swing back, I think.
Yeah, I reckon so as well. Something's going to happen. It's all
type of public infrastructure.
No, what I told you is that even if you took all the money from the rich who you say are getting away with murder, you took it all away, it wouldn't support one entitlement in this country for 3 years.
I Yeah, I don't believe that.
Hard-earned money that they've worked for and trained for and grafted for.
As you can see, our woke college is unfortunately...
Yeah.
For us, gang, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, but most importantly, always remember.
I don't think then they'd want to share their money among everybody who don't deserve none of it, would they?
No, exactly. These wannabe communists, what they don't realise is that it's not good for them. It's insane. You got people out there like the gay community, LGBT, supporting like Muslims and stuff like that. And what they don't, well, they must realise that they're not liked by these people. And if they had the chance, they'd probably murder them.
Well, there was a gay lad who went to, I think it was Afghanistan. He went there to prove that they're nice people and they're not homophobes. So he went there and they murdered him.
That's it.
I forget the story, lad. It's if I can find it.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They've got women out there being stoned to death for showing too much flesh.
Too much ankle. It's in your ankle bone. Now you must die.
And you got this Israel-Palestine thing. And most of these young white students now are supporting Palestine. They're supporting the Hamas, the terrorists, the ones that have like kidnapped children.
I was chatting to somebody the other day about this. He couldn't get it into his head that if you go and invade a country, murder, rape, and mutilate children like they did, there's gonna be a retaliation, ain't there?
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean?
You can't expect the citizens, the native-born people of whatever country it is, to just sit there and take it. You're destroying their culture, and sooner or later they're gonna break and they're gonna strike back. There'll be civil wars all over the place. America will be the same if it carries on. If you let too much different religious people like divide you. What's this? It's despicable. It is. It is despicable. They're all despicable. Bunch of cunts. None of them.
That's a big fucking roll up.
Yeah, it is a big roll up. It's pretty long, isn't it? Yeah.
It's funny that now you can't find it fucking anywhere.
Yeah, I bet you
Gay
can.
man murdered in every other country, but not the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, they wouldn't want you. They wouldn't want you. I reckon sometimes, mate, the government watch these streams. I've had trouble on these before.
Well, I was online the other day, just for mentioning Joe Biden in a comment. A warning come up and asked me if I wanted to post it or not.
Yeah, it makes you want to. It asks you if you want to censor yourself. Mad, isn't it? I've had that before. When we started speaking about COVID, we had that.
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Not COVID, obviously, but you know what happened there. That's very interesting.
They put warnings on the
Hello
video.
everyone. Welcome to What Even Is This? Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's laugh at some batshit crazy people together.
Are you voting for Trump? Yep. White supremacist. How? How can you say that? How can I say if you vote for Donald Trump, you're a white supremacist? How? How? Because you support that man in office.
That's not an argument. I'm going to need proof that makes me a white supremacist. You're going to have to break down the argument.
It's not my job to say that.
You just accused me of being a white supremacist. You should be able to back that up.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I sure am.
That's my proof.
Are you voting for Joe Biden?
Yes, I am.
Then you're a pedophile.
No.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
a pedophile.
You're a pedophile.
How?
You like to sniff.
Exactly. What is the difference? They hate it when you call them out on their shit. They come up with some sort of thing that they claim to believe in. They can't back it up. Then you call them out on it, and they'll just freeze, and they'll call you something. And then when you use it against them, their own philosophy, they fucking hate it. Idiots. Most of them ain't got jobs.
Kids.
The woman.
What is it? That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb question.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Identifies as a woman.
You can't answer the question with the question. Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
That's not a usual trick, is it? What's that? You don't answer the question or another question.
You're in college, paying for an education. What?
Yeah, answering your question with a question to that
deflection tactics, isn't it?
It is. It's a classic politician trick. Politicians use that a lot. Like you say, it's a deflection. Anyway, I just noticed you've got a few more viewers in. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Whether you're chatting or not, you are appreciated. What's this from Carbonite? What's this? We got a message from him. No problem. When the Civil War comes, I'll be ready. Yeah, good man.
Yeah, good lad, good lad.
Stock up. Make sure you're ready.
Considering the state of our police and our politicians, there's probably going to be sooner than we might imagine.
Yeah, be ready. Be ready, folks. Scab rules. Thank you, Jabez. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, mate.
I just use my drumsticks if it comes to Civil War.
Yeah, but Bjorn's pretty deadly with his drumsticks. Cat Infinity Forever. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I know Commie Mark said something about that. Cat Infinity. But yeah, if the Civil War comes, folks, you got to be ready. You got to be on the ball. You got to stock up. You got to be ready to fight, because people will get aggressive. The dumber people will all start to riot and fight each other.
Well, look how Antifa was a couple of years ago. I mean, they would even gang up and beat up elderly people in the street.
Exactly, disgusting creatures.
And really, that didn't take off that much. It wasn't like a full-on civil war, was it?
No, and yeah, exactly. And Antifa, those horrible little pussies, they know that because the police are protecting them in marches, they can't get hurt, so they're mouthy.
Best thing I seen was one of the little toe rags mothers turn up and pull him off by his ear and take him home.
yeah, that's what they fucking need. Little fucking, that's all they are. They're little kids, most of them, or unemployed, like middle class.
Is a woman.
How about you talk to someone with media training? How about you talk to someone?
You don't need media training. It's not a trick. What is a woman? You can't answer the question with the. It's the college kids of America going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt who think it's a trick question when you ask them what a woman is.
Does it bother you that there's no prominent African Americans in the White House? We have to stop believing in the solution that because somebody is black, they represent my interests. We learned that lesson via Barack Obama. I mean, he was in the White House for 8 years and didn't do much for the black community. So I'm not interested in the color of people's skin. So I'm interested in what they do and what they accomplish. I'm really interested. That diversity is the color of people's skin, because that's an illusion that the left has sold, that somehow because somebody matches my skin color, because
She comes out with some just logical stuff, really.
That's another thing. They tried making Trump out to be a racist. He helped a lot of black people. They don't tell you about it in the mainstream media.
Before he was famous, I seen a video of him. He went on to a TV show in America, and before he was even into politics, so there was no sort of political gain from it. And he just gave a portion of his wealth to a underprivileged black girl and her mother. You know,
Exactly.
just out of kindness of his heart, you know.
Exactly, that's how done.
But that's a racist, apparently. Just I can't get my head around it myself.
It's mental, mate. The education, whatever they're teaching this new generation, is like making them zombies.
somebody matches my gender, they have my best interests at heart. And unfortunately, if you believe in the ability to think and to have a dialogue, that is a position that's on the right today.
So you would be okay with restricting freedom of speech? You would be okay with restricting or creating actually speech laws if that were voted on by the masses?
If the masses want it, absolutely.
Really?
Yes, I absolutely would.
I'm surprised, as someone, you said you're a PhD candidate,
Yeah.
so you're obviously a very smart person, how you don't see the grave risk, just the unbelievable risk of violence associated with centralizing the power and who determines speech and what's permissible.
I simply ask you for the source.
Okay.
Can you give me the source
Nazi
on that?
Germany, Soviet Russia, Castro, Che Guevara regimes, current UK, Canada, Maoist China. Need I go on?
I'm just asking you to give me a scholarly source that says that.
Okay, I don't have a scholarly source with me right now saying that Nazi Germany is worse off with speech laws than the United
And
States.
so
You asked me for sources. One country that has better net results for human freedom and human rights by restricting speech. What's your source? One.
You're rubbing your beard.
Why
don't
should
count,
your
mate.
right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now.
I like Jordan.
So do I. This one now, I can't forget her name, BBC reporter, isn't she?
Yeah.
She starts off all bullshit. By the end, she's wrapped around his little finger. Brilliant.
Yeah, he's amazing. Very intelligent man.
No. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable. But you're exercising your freedom of speech to certainly risk offending me. And that's fine. I think more power to you as far as I'm concerned.
You haven't sat there and I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
struggling already.
Ha, gotcha.
You have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head. Yeah, it took a while.
It did. Yeah.
He's such a charmer as well. How can you argue?
Look at her. She's beaming. She loves him, doesn't she?
Yeah, look at her little face. She can't get enough of him. He's like the cool old gentleman. Women love it.
Well, it's the truth because you believe in affirmative action. So I said, Mark Black, if you're a student, I'm in an interracial relationship, so I can speak to this. I have a son that's half white and a son that's half black and a daughter that's half white and half black. Okay. They're going to mark black because I know that there are people like you at the universities who will say, well, because this person is black, I'm just going to let them in.
No, they're going to mark black because they're black.
Well, they're half black and half white. They're both, right? So it is true. You overlook interracial students.
Oh,
so what do you mean? Why are you saying they're going to mark black?
Socialize in our society.
So the answer is if you can't, you can mark both. Can you mark both? I don't know if you can. Yes. What are you going to look at that applicant as a little bit less because they're half white? How do you guys figure that out?
How they look at it is, again, holistically across a number of different factors.
I love me a buzzword. Holistically and racial consciousness.
Oh yeah, reverse discrimination.
Yeah. Little sayings that they all make proper fame.
Tweak up the ears of the sheep.
Yeah. Joe Camel says, morning, mates. Actually, it's about 12 p.m. here. 12 p.m. We're living in the future in England. We live in the future. We're future people.
It's not racial discrimination.
Red Bull, yeah.
It's just discrimination.
Gives you wings.
It's just racism if you're judging people on the basis of their skin color. I don't know why this is so difficult. You have to go through an extraordinary amount of school. You almost have to have a PhD to not be able to see this. That's what makes my blood boil. It's just, I am not less than you because you are white. I don't need you to look at me and feel bad for me because of the color of my skin. And that's effectively what you're doing every time you take an application. You say, oh, well, this girl's black, so I kind of feel bad for her. So I'm going to put her at the top of the line. It's just not necessary. I believe, right, that black Americans are capable of performing in the same capacity as their white peers. You too.
To them, how many of them are in highly successful, well-paid jobs, whether it's politics or business or whatever.
Yeah, there's some very successful black people in America. It's not like they're still all...
And over here too.
And over here in Britain as well. A lot of the leaders of businesses, black people, got no problem with them, but they work hard. They got good... They're working their jobs. They don't just expect it given to them.
Thank you. I think you spread hate. I think you spread bigotry. I think you piss a lot of people off because you're just an awful person. I don't think you really want to debate because you're just here to piss people off and energize your crowd of racists.
What have I ever said that's racist? Can you name one thing?
I'm Hispanic.
Can I support Charlie? Can you name
Does that mean anything?
Can you name a second thing I've ever said that's racist?
I think you're just trying to play a game, and I think this is obviously going to be used.
What have I ever said that's
hateful? I just want to hate you. You're awful. Get off my campus.
When have I ever said anything that's hateful?
Yeah,
because he's adorable, isn't he? He's like a basket of puppies, polite and lovely to see.
He didn't have anything, did he? He had to walk away. He had no...
Just a potty mouth.
Have a nice day. He can't say anything I've ever said that's racist because I've never said anything that's racist. That is the American left in one picture, everybody. Lots of rage and no wisdom.
Severely mismanaging the country. Really, I'm just here to kind of mock the legacy media. Your numbers are going down every day, and our numbers are going up. Right? Like combined, YouTube is getting 30 million views a month. You're dying. And it's because do you know what your rating is on Trustpilot, business review site? 84%, 1 star for the BBC, 59% 1 star for ITV, and 72% 1 star for the.
They were talking of a Camp Dankula. When they ran for UKIP leadership. They didn't win in the end, but they tried to become UKIP ministers. Interesting blokes.
For Channel 4. I don't care what you say. You are just snitches. Not one of you can tell me what I believe. Not one of you knows. But all of the public know because they can go to my YouTube channel, Saga Cat, and just watch themselves. I've been doing this for 5 years. I have nearly 1 million subscribers. Just go and have a look. I'm not answering your questions. I'm not apologizing for anything. You dirty, dirty snitches. Get back.
What is wrong with black people that they're not smart enough to earn their own way without complaining?
I love Jesse Lee Peterson. He's one of my favorite black men.
People are so smart that we are the ones that white people, ignorant white people, came over to the motherland to build this nation.
That's not true.
Black people are so.
That's not true. You're not an honest person. That's not true. Black people were sold. That's not true. Hey, black people were sold by other blacks to the Arabs, and the Arabs sold the blacks around the world. It wasn't white people.
Reverend Jesse.
Now, you're absolutely right, Bjorn. It is mainly Europeans that created America, and a few Hispanics, and maybe a few, French, Spanish, French, Europe,
German.
Yeah. And most of them predominantly white, Saxons. You might get a few Latinos, obviously, like olive-skinned. Slaves didn't really found America. They were just helped to do a few things. Amazing. Yeah, amazing, Mr. Perfect.
White people stole us.
That's not true. That's not true.
We built the Capitol. We built the White House.
Y'all didn't do nothing.
We built many of the edifices that are in Washington, D.C. We did the layouts for the government.
Wow. So if you people are so smart, why are you still begging? Why are you destructive? Why are you begging and whining? If you're so smart, why isn't that happening now?
Begging who? I don't believe in begging white people for
You're
anything.
begging for reparation for whites. You're begging from affirmative action. You're begging to get into their schools without earning the way.
So basically, they want white folk to give them free money for fuck all.
For fuck all?
Because their ancestors were persecuted just like ours. But we don't fucking go asking for money that ain't ours, do we?
What? Yeah, exactly. There's no rational thinking behind it. If you thought about it that way, then every what do you call it, race would have some sort of.
I wonder what they'd have to say if we said this to black folk. And well, we want reparation from you for our ancestors being enslaved. Where would it end?
Yeah, by Africans. Whenever a white person was taken by an
And
African.
Turkish and whoever else, probably Egypt as well. You know.
Yeah, loads of Arabs love taking white slaves, especially white women. They're very prized in the Middle East. It works both ways.
You're begging to be air traffic controllers without having to pass the test. You're begging for everything, for food stamp, for free health care, free government cheese, and all kind of stuff. You're just begging. If you're so smart, act like it and stop begging. Why are you begging?
Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson. Look him up. He's good. He's an honest man. Bit too honest for his own good sometimes. Reparations. What's this? Reparations should be a one-way ticket back to Africa. Oh, that's controversial, Carbon. Yeah, maybe.
But hey, it's a free country. We're all allowed to speak our minds, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe send them to like Zimbabwe, where it's like black power. They might like that.
But I don't understand why. It's good that everybody loves their country, but why do you want to all flee their countries and leave it to grumble? Why not stay and fight for your country?
Well, I don't know about America, but Britain, whenever a refugee comes here, we give them loads of shit, don't we? We give them like money, let them stay in a hotel for months, like a nice hotel.
Well, we got veterans who fought for our country sleeping on the street.
Yeah, that is sickening. Sickening to me. that things like that can happen.
Oh, he's got good hair, hasn't he, John? Look at him.
Oh, hang on, I'll put him up on the screen.
Oh, very fancy. When I get my implants, I might do a little bit like that.
Well, you want hair like that, do you, Bjorn?
Yeah.
Which one? The blonde one?
No, him on the left.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
What's up, guys? It's Jonny. Got a great video planned for you here today. Our buddies over at SJ.
Yeah.
AW Triggered. Make sure you go check them out. Very, very good channel, guys. Let's dive in, shall we? If you do go over to their channel, tell them Gone with Jon sent you. Give them a big like, a big thumbs up, big American freedom thumbs up, guys, and let them.
That happens everywhere. That's youth. Getting pregnant is much more harmful than having some uncomfortable sex and getting mugged. The women there are human garbage whose parents don't love them.
I was cold-blooded, dude. Good for you, sir. Yeah, well, yeah.
Discuss this and the wider implications of the columnist and broadcaster Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it?
Word
like a
Bob
pub
cleared by
bloke.
Milo. Good.
Yeah, look at it. It is. It's superb.
You wait till I get my implants, John.
I like hair like the one on the right. The big microphone head. I reckon I look good with one of them.
Ah, I think that suit you.
But yeah, the word salad is coming, guys. Check out the lady on the far right. People who don't move at all, who are totally still and their eyes are perfectly wide open. They very rarely blink. Those people scare me. Like there's something weird there.
Journalist Rennie Edo Lodge there in our central London studios for us this evening. Very good evening to you both. Rennie, how do you feel about being called different because you're hardwired differently? I'm sure it's not something you've failed to hear before. It just seems...
The fake smile, you know. Oh, I'm almost human.
To keep cropping up. Is it necessary?
It's just, it's ridiculous. It's 50s thinking, you know.
Looks like a doll.
Things were a lot better in the 50s. Work dynamic, work ethic, social dynamics.
He's right. The 50s were much better. People just, they had something about them, didn't they, back in the 50s? Didn't have it that easy. There weren't so many like mobile phones and things like that, and online shit.
And blokes riding electric scooters.
Yeah. Man buns. And like, what do you call it? Like
trousers that are too small.
Yes.
I used to call them fucking ankle biters in school. Now it seems to be all the fucking rage.
Yeah. Ankle biters, yeah. The worst ones I've seen is when they wear like ankle biters with like bright white socks and like little daps or sailor shoes. It's really gay and hipster. Yeah, the youth now, or the people in general, men are being feminised a bit.
Oh, blimey.
The language on there.
She's lovely, isn't she?
He's an intersectional feminist, and I'm so proud. Thank God he fell in with the uni theatre crowd.
Make
So
that
I'll
stop,
take some
John.
small credit.
Make
I'm
it
sure
stop.
you can see it's way more important.
You
than
lads
his
must be
engineering
boiling.
degree.
You mean because of
When
the
he
man?
was a kid, he was a bit
Not
of a
really.
shit.
But in fucking England, even though it's May, is still not nice.
Yeah, it's not really that warm over here today. It's been nice in the week, most of the week, but today's a bit grey, it's cooler, so we're not that bad. Thank you, Grim Jim 666.
fit. He had a propensity to throw quite the fit.
I reckon she got such a small banjo, so he feels better about himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's an intersectional feminist, and I'm so proud. Thank God he's
Not exactly how he feels.
Yeah. We got that. What is it you said, Carbon Heart, in the chat? What have we got? Blame the colleges. All these feminists come out of college thinking this way in America. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree totally.
Here's the colleges. They've got an agenda. They've got like a communist agenda.
And Facebook as well.
Yeah,
Very left wing.
Yeah.
Like all the sexualization of children, and you know what I mean? But they don't do anything about it.
There's a lot of it on social media.
They won't take none of that down. But if you've got something bad to say about Joe Biden, they're trying to censor you.
Well,
Are you sure you want to post that?
When I first went on Twitter, I said something about Gary Lineker, and I got banned. And he's just an old washed up footballer.
Yeah, well, he's a proper lovey of the left over here, isn't he?
In fact,
proper sweetheart.
I've commented more on Joe Biden's comments, like dissing him, and they don't block me for it. He can take a bit more than some celebrities, but I guess it's not him, is it? It's just someone running it for him.
Yes, it's it.
I'll take some small credit, it's not just down to me. He must have read an article on gender theory.
Do that again. I'm preaching my what? My effing what? Say it how you said it. My effing what? All right.
You're being disrespectful by showing up and spewing your Jesus shit at a fucking Pride event.
I'm gonna address you.
Let me sing. Let me sing.
I'm gonna address you. You have on your shirt. You have on your shirt. You're a slut. You have on your shirt. I don't F Republicans. You're swearing and you're calling my religion S-H-I-T. You're being.
The Bible says you mustn't judge.
Did she not judge me? Did she judge me?
You should know better than judge. You should know.
Are you judging me right now?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
I ain't suggesting you should apply yourself according to the Bible when it comes to behaviour. Doesn't the Bible teach sort of respect to your brothers and your sisters?
Yeah.
That was not very respectful. Was
Do
it?
unto others as you'd have done to ya.
That's the one. That's the one.
You're judging me? Are you judging me? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I'm here. Okay. So we see that. That's what they call assault. According to the legal textbook, that's called assault. That's called assault. What did I say to you?
Insulting our minds by being here.
Okay, you have to respect and you're swearing.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
I fucking swear at you because you're being a fucking asshole. And you know
And what did I say to you?
It doesn't matter what you're saying.
I didn't even say anything to this girl and I'm insulting her. What did I say?
It's what you're saying to everybody
So
here.
your hatred against my religion, that's okay? Do you love anybody? Do you love anybody?
I love everybody.
And me too?
No, fuck you.
Religion's hatred.
I love everybody, but I don't love you.
I love bigots like you.
I'm a bigot. I'm preaching. What else? Did you hear me preach? Did you hear me preach? Did you hear me preach? No, you don't tell me what to do. This is hatred. No, I would give her the money.
You're right, Grim Jim. These people do get wound up. They get so wound up really easily. They bite. Call it a biter. You ain't got no backbone about you. Thin-skinned.
I'll give you the, hold on, one at a time. I'm seeing so much disrespect right here. Hatred towards my, that's called religious discrimination. That's called religious discrimination. You're being intolerant. She doesn't love intolerance, but she's being intolerant towards my religion. This is called religious discrimination according to the law.
Yeah, and what are you doing?
This is called religious discrimination. Burning pagans? Do you see me burning anybody here? You have a lot of anger in there, man. You have a lot of anger. So do you. You have a lot of anger. Calm down. I am, but they have to calm down one by one.
Blaming people today for what happened in the past, isn't it? That's how Christianity started, by burning people.
Yeah, persecuting people.
But that's this guy's fault somehow.
Feminism got sorted out years ago. Women can have jobs like men now.
Yeah, of course they can.
There's not nothing to it. The young girls growing up thinking it was cool to be a feminist and just trying to restart the movement. There's no need for it. And real feminists, like original feminists, the OGs, they think it's stupid as well. What's this from Grim Jim? Paid agitators and actors is when it becomes insidious. Yeah, you get them, don't you? Put into like people say like the CIA and certain people like that. Put imposters into riots to start trouble.
Well, that's what happened with, in America, wasn't it? Remember, what was it?
When they
big
still
fucking, I can't remember what the building was.
storming the whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah.
One they said was worse than 9/11, when Trump supporters got blamed for everything.
Don't tell me what to do with my mic. I'm going to give one of you the mic if you guys have respect. One by one.
I'm not swearing.
Get this on tape. If you want one person to talk, I'll give you the mic. That's a lot of hatred. That's a lot of anger. I didn't even say anything to this girl, and she's hating on me. So here's what we're gonna do. If you guys want to talk, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to show you and model you what respect means, and I'm going to give you the mic. If anybody wants to have a respectful conversation and take turns, okay, everybody, hold on. If anybody wants to have a respectful conversation, one by one, I'm going to lend the mic, and we're going to go back and forth. Is that a deal? Okay, so one by one. No, she's first. She's first. Okay, no, she's first.
I'm a pagan, okay? So, honey, I'm trying. Fuck.
Going to hell. Yeah, I still pay to kill babies, though. Really? Oh, yeah.
How do you get your abortions paid?
I pay for.
Look at this one. You got a little bit of bum fluff or a moustache.
You could put a bit of milk on there and let the cat lick it off.
Yeah, it's nothing, is it?
I thought you said 3.
Upwards to 50.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you must make
I raise money from the community for it.
Oh, you don't use your money?
Oh, what's this? We got something in the chat. Sorry about the speed. I've got to use one of their little touch mouses on the laptop. What we got? Real feminists are like J.K. Rowling, and
she's a real one. Yeah, she's brilliant. She is, J.K.
Yeah, I like J.K.
And ain't she gorgeous as well, for her age especially?
Yeah, I'll give J.K. one, I reckon. A girl with a ukulele, how original. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they always said. That was that woman earlier. Yeah, women with ukulele. Good.
Apply your efforts, huh?
Why are you so worried about a zygote? And ultimately, your sympathies do not lie with Black people. They lie with your racist, white, middle-class agenda, and that's where it will always lie, and you will be destroyed holding that line. Okay, I adopted 2 children. Oh, good for you, white savior. Aren't you so proud? They're not white. Exactly, he's not white. Exactly, you're a white savior. You think that it is the white man's duty to fix everybody's problems, right? Because you adopt. How many did I adopt? I kill my kids.
They want with things like reparations and easier
How
access
many
into
did I
university.
adopt? I kill my kids.
Yeah, it's hypocrites.
They literally want it both ways, don't they?
Yeah.
They want their cake honey, and yours and mine and all.
The penny and the bun.
Saying we're equal. We're not equal? Really? Then how did you end on the losing stick? How did you guys... You know, okay, but I'm not saying you're like you dogs. I'm just saying as humans, we're all the same. You don't think you think you're better than men?
You're always gonna have a break.
That's what I meant. What the fuck did I just say?
You're always gonna have a little break. Have a quick slash. Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks. It's been good so far. Just having a little sort of mid-show break. Yeah. So that's Bjorn, everyone, my drummer. Really good friend of mine. We've got 2 others in the band. Obviously, Jack's missing. And we've got Billy Drillbit as well. But he's a bit camera shy, see? Billy Drillbit. who don't really like coming on camera much. He's always been mysterious. There's always one person in there in a friend group, like one person in a friend group that's a bit like shy to go on camera. I've never been shy myself. I was always like one of them little in your face kids. Really like you know what I mean, like cheeky and not really bothered to come up to strangers and chat to them. Yeah. But you get like there's always one. Like I had a mate, Jon. He was really quiet. He was a nice kiddie. Really quiet though. He wouldn't let you. He didn't like even you taking his picture. He was like one of those tribal people that thought you were nicking his soul or something. You get people like that. It's just like there's different types. You can measure that, like friend groups around the world. There's always the same sort of people in them. You always got like the leader. There's always a leader, maybe possibly a secondary leader, like the right hand man to the leader. You've got like a quiet one who's cool, usually pretty hard, but you've got to push them a bit. To make it for them to go some. And then you get like a clever one. There's always a clever mate who's always, he knows what he's on about. If he needs something doing, he's like the plan maker. Yeah, when you've got a big friend group, there's certain friend types. They're like archetypes. Many of you ever watched The In-Betweeners? The In-Betweeners. It's a British. I think they've done it in America, but the American one is shit. I'm sorry, it's really shit. You got to watch the British one. It's not funny, the American one. If it's the American one you watched, then yeah, don't. It's not good. Watch the British one, because with the American one, they basically just ripped off all the scenes from the British one, and but they've done it really crap with like it wasn't portrayed the right way. The American one, don't judge it by that, mate. That is no offense. I like America. I like Americans. But that version was total bollocks. Do better, America. It's like The Office. Not quite as bad. Like the American Office ain't that bad, but it's not the same. It's not the same feel to it. But the other one, In-Betweeners. Watch the British In-Betweeners. It teaches you a lot about British culture as well. If you're interested, like what it's like for British kids. You see a lot of, what's that? Shit. Yeah. The British Office is, what's this say, Carbon? The British Office is way better than the American one. Yeah, it is. It is better, mate. Definitely. Like, America, I've got some great people. Like, some of their actors and musicians and celebrities are brilliant in some of the stuff they produce, but some of it, like Britain as well, some of it is just total bollocks. Yeah, and it gets pumped out. Life on Mars in American. Yeah, I've heard of that, never watched it. Life on Mars. It sounds interesting though. I'd have to give it a go. Jonny, what's this? We got another one. Have you ever seen the American Only Fools and Horses? Oh my god, I didn't even know it existed, mate. That's just sacrilege. I'm not even gonna try and watch it. That'll just make me upset. Fucking hell. Can't even be done. It's not the same culture. Sorry. What's this one? We have any show going right now that one ain't any good. I don't know. Anyone in the UK been watching any good shows? I ain't had time lately. I'm doing a bit of everything really. Trying to get back into the swing of things. The last month's been really hectic for me. Like off the internet. I've had a lot of things going on. So it's been like awkward. So I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I've been busy, not watched much TV lately. But the last thing I did watch, I was watching I watched this weird little comedy called Masterminds. It's an American film. It's just a slapstick basic comedy, but it was alright, I guess, for what it was. It's about some like bloke who robs like an armoured van. He's got like a mullet, looks like a BG. I watched another film a couple of nights ago called Close, I think. It was about like a female bodyguard, and it started off all right. To be fair, it was quite interesting, but the ending was like proper letdown, proper disappointing. It was terrible, and it had good hopes. I had good hopes for it. But you end up confused. You know, one of those movies that you watch where you think you get it most of the way through, and then they pull it on you, and it just confuses you. I think the last show I saw in the UK made that was fun was Black Books, over a decade old now. Yeah, I remember that show. That was all right. I didn't watch it a lot. Black Mirror was UK. Black Mirror, yeah, that's an interesting one. That's another one to look at. Black Mirror. That's the one that's a bit like what was the old one? Twilight Zone, wasn't it? That was a bit like that. It's a little bit like that. Like the British Twilight Zone, I guess. Yeah, that's a good one, Black Mirror. I like that. Anyone got, I want to know, right, here's a question for you. What is give me three of your favourite movies. Can be any movies, 3 movies that you wouldn't mind watching again. It's interesting. You can tell a lot about people by their movie choice. Outer Limits. Outer Limits, yeah, that's good. Black Mirror is based as fuck. Yeah, it is. It was. It was interesting. Yeah, Outer Limits. Yeah, I remember that.
Are the worst representatives of your race, of your species, of your sex, gender. There you go. I'm saying the same fucking thing you're saying. Because we have penises. Yes, we have 30% more penis than you do. You have a little clit. I have 30% more.
The first results are in. We got Carbon Heart, Blue Velvet, Goodfellas, and Inception. Blue Velvet, I watched a bit of it. Yeah, it's not a bad film. Goodfellas, yeah, I like it. Inception's all right. But interesting picks. I'll have a little think as people are answering. I'll have a little think and I'll get back to you. I'll tell you what mine are. I've got a lot of good movies. It's hard to define them down to 3. And I'm sure that's the same with you as well. But just 3 random ones that you quite like, that you would put your name to, that you recommend.
Okay, that's how. I don't know if you understand in jobs, but they pay you by the inch, by the penis, by the shaft.
Oh, right. There we go. Yeah, here we go. It is difficult. Difficult to choose, isn't it? It is difficult, yeah. Grim Jim. We got Blade Runner, The Crow, and The Fisher King. Brilliant choices. I love The Fisher King. Ultimate film. Love Nuggets. Love Nuggets comes in with Silver Bullet, Nightmare on Elm Street, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, not bad. Nightmare on Elm Street, definitely. That's one of my favourites. I like Freddy. Yeah, he's tough. Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I got what you meant. Hard to choose, so go with True Romance, Evil Dead, Original, and Princess Bride. Good choices. I would have to say, to be honest, True Romance is probably one of mine as well. I've watched that a lot of times. It's one of them films, isn't it? It's like rewatchable. We got, what's this? Nothing Too Deep. Oh, wrong one. Nothing Too Deep, just fun movies. Stand By Me. Yeah, that's legendary. I like Stand By Me. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Captain America. Yeah, I'm not too into superhero movies. I didn't mind the funny one, that Kick-Ass, when that came out. That was quite funny. Evil Dead classic. Yeah, there are some great classics out there. What's this? It's probably Blade Runner, The Crow, as well. Then can't decide between Predator and RoboCop. They're good ones as well. Fucking hell, yeah, RoboCop. More of a Judge Dredd fan, but RoboCop was awesome as well. Why does everyone love Princess Bride? Even I love Princess Bride. It's an amazing movie. It's a cheesy little... It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but really cheesy and funny. And it's got Andre the Giant in it. I mean, it's Andre, isn't he? You can't not like Andre. Fezzik. And the main guy, Dreaded Pirate Roberts, Cary Elwes. He's a brilliant actor as well. Chopper, yeah, that's a good film. Chopper. Was it Brandon Reed? Wasn't it Brandon? Yeah, something like that. Chopper. Carbon Art. Hard to pick top 3. All these movies mentioned them. Yeah, top 20. The Sorcerer. Bring me the head of Alfredo Garcia. Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, a lot of people like that. It's a classic. Yeah, Princess Bride is stupid funny. Yeah, it's just like silly, isn't it? It's meant to be. It's meant to be like that. Cheesy. 90s. I like both, to be honest. They both got their merits. I'd say the modern Dread is more like the comic books, to be fair, in certain ways. It's a little bit more like the comics. But the Stallone Dread was pretty good. It was all right for a laugh. He done all right. I just don't see it as like canon, that's all. It was all mixed up a bit jumbled up. You haven't watched it, you thought it was a girl movie. No, it's not. It's actually quite funny, mate. It's like an action, really. It's got romance in it. It's got like a bit of romance, but it's funny. It's just a slapstick. It's got some comedians in it, like Billy Crystal and some Mel Brooks and things like that. Not Mel Brooks, Mel Smith. It's funny. It's a good one. Chris Sarandon. Some good actors. Andre the Giant. Wallace Shawn, that little like brainiac guy. It is both, really. Yeah, it's like it's a family film, I'd say. Yeah, I would say some of my favourites. True Romance, obviously. Oh, we got Bjorn.
Hello, mate.
Bjorn, you all right?
Yeah, just let's have a good old cup of English tea.
Cup of English tea.
I had a little look at the Liverpool Villa game as well when I was there.
How are they getting on?
Oh, when I seen Liverpool was 3-1 up when I seen
Aston Villa and Liverpool playing football teams over here. Bjorn just watching the game a little bit. What's this one? Very Mel Brooks. I would watch it right now. As you wish. Yeah, it's a comedy, romance, adventure film. That's right. Definitely. That's about right. That's a good description.
Pardon? I did get measured. I lost this leg in war, lady. This is fucking dick right down here. This is I get paid tons. That's why I'm here at the court tent on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, blow your whistle, that sort of night.
Men's rights look like. This is what men's rights look like. This is what men's rights look like. This is what men's rights.
You understand the fucking word that's it.
They're screaming like banshees, Bjorn. I had to turn them down a little bit.
Ashamed of yourself. You're fucking scum. You are fucking scum.
Oh, their parents are so proud.
Sex supporting, woman hating, fucking scum.
Yeah, just another. I just want to listen to someone else's opinion. I'm not even on a side here. I just listen to as many people as I can.
You know what though? Why would you pay money to fucking support a fucking rape apologist if you?
So, folks, right? I was going to say, which I just said about the football being on over here. In your countries, where you are in the chat, do you support any soccer teams? Soccer, football? We call it football here, but I know a lot of people call it soccer.
I respect your freedom, but I'll appreciate if you call it football.
Yeah, in the chat, call it football, all right? Because we're English here, and we only use that, the proper term. What's this? Oh, thanks, Bill. We got a bit of chat here. Oh, what's that? Women hate women. Yeah, most of them do, don't they? They're catty.
The Karens, they hate women, don't they? Like the proper women, normal women, like.
Yeah.
Like to the point, if you got like a woman who's sort of like a traditional type woman, then these SJWs and Karens, oh, you're like a servant to the men, aren't you? They can't respect other people's life choices, really. You got to be like me, otherwise you're just a cunt.
Most proper feminists nowadays, like real feminists, are happy with their lot. They came a long way. They got most of the things they wanted. And it's not true that they get paid less. It's just that there's a smaller percentage of women in male-dominated jobs. And it evens out. If there were more women in those jobs, then it would be better, but that ain't the way it works.
Goes back to what I just said, though, doesn't it? Play it. Like some women choose the traditional sort of life, don't they? Stay at home and let the man do the work. So when there's a lot of people who choose that, that's where you're going to get these statistics that they cry about so much.
Most Americans are either into American football, basketball, or baseball. Yeah. Yes, because American soccer is not very good, really. You got to watch British football if you're gonna watch it.
The English Premier League, best league in the world.
English Premier League, and then probably like maybe what would you say after that?
Probably like Spain and Germany, France, countries like that probably be the best. Then South America got some exciting teams. They play some good football too.
Yeah, they're good South Americans, aren't they? They don't grow up on it, don't they, on football? I'm in Queensland, Australia. Rugby league is what we watch. The Dolphins are my team. The Dolphins.
Like the Dolphins.
Like the Dolphins. They also get to be pregnant. I'm guessing you're on about women. I live in Middlesbrough. Prob's best I don't, unless I like this. Middlesbrough's all right. It's not the worst city in England.
Unless you're talking about football, you mean? I think if that's what you was alluding to.
That's probably what he's on about, isn't it?
But they was good not long ago, weren't they? They was in the Premier League.
What we got there? An ordinary woman is an endangered species now. Yeah, that's quite true, Mr. Perfect. They're rare. Tradition. Next one.
I bet they'd love you, wouldn't they, as well? These non-traditionalists with a name like Mr. Perfect. Well done, son.
Tradition is the way. I hate this modern culture. Yeah, right on. Tradition. Be a traditionalist. More into hockey and Canadian football. What's Canadian football? Never heard of it.
I'm not sure about this on myself.
Is
I
that
do like a bit of hockey,
Is
though.
that like American football or British football? Canadian football.
Or maybe a bit like Aussie rules football, you know?
I know Aussies have got one, haven't they? It's a bit like a rugby football game.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more sort of like less rules. I think it would be a bit more dirty, I think.
Women take more days off to take care of children and bitch more. Yeah, some of the time.
With each other. Yeah, it took me all day to clean the house, darling. All afternoon, been sat around drinking tea and talking about their new nails.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's not even important stuff half the time. They're like toddlers. During the World Cup, Americans get involved. I rooted for Argentina last time. Ugh.
Oh, as an England fan, we don't like the Argies.
Carbonara. You're close to losing your spanner there, mate. I fucking hate Argies. Disgusting creatures.
You could lose all 3 strikes in one foul swoop with that talk, son.
Yeah. I wouldn't talk about them too much around here, mate. The English don't like the Argentinians. It's just
Falklands and Hand of God and all that, you know.
Yeah. They're some of our mortal enemies, they are. They didn't win. We still got the Falklands.
I know, yeah. But we didn't win them in the fucking World Cup, did we? When Maradona done his Hand of God job.
Yeah, cheating fuckers.
There's 1-1 really, but Falklands is a bigger win, isn't it?
Canadian football is American football. All right.
Oh, I see.
It's American.
Should have guessed that, really. It kind of makes sense now you say it, mate.
Like American football rules. It's a little bit like rugby, innit? But you can kick it a bit more.
And I think you can tackle off the ball, can't you?
I think so.
In rugby, you can tackle the man who got the ball, but I think over there now you can, just clap who the fuck you like.
In Australia, rugby league is the most popular football in Queensland and New South Wales. Aussie rules is more popular than the rest of the country. That's interesting. That's quite interesting.
Fucking big place though, isn't it, Australia?
Yeah, it is.
Fucking big. Probably get about 15 of us in there, couldn't you? More than that, probably 20 odd, probably.
It's a
huge country.
Big island, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good shape, though. I always like the shape of Australia. It's like easily defendable, isn't it? You can just surround your coast. And
they do it brilliantly, don't they? We
Yeah.
can't fucking do it. We're an island too, but we can't fucking do it. We can't, but politicians got this once.
They're flooding us, aren't they?
We need more politicians like the Aussies over here.
Yeah. Well, I think Australia, in some parts, is getting a bit woke now.
Fuck off.
But they used to have really good politicians, quite patriotic, right-wingish. Australians, what's it like? Tell us in the chat. What's your government like at the moment? Are they lefties or are they quite patriotic? I think there's 2 of you out there, 2 or 3 in the chat, Aussies. I've always liked Australia. I've never visited. I've always wanted to visit it.
Oh, I'd love to go to Australia.
It's a long flight though, isn't it?
Yeah. And I always think on a flight, the longer it is, the more chance you got of breaking down.
Yeah, but
if you're in a car, it's alright.
And
getting a fucking plane.
And getting into a fight as well. Especially with you. You can't last like half hour in a room with other people without having a fight. Terrible sometimes, Bjorn.
Oh well.
I dread to imagine what you'd be like on a long flight. We'd have to get a lot of alcohol down here.
Just try and sleep through it, innit? Yeah. Just give me a few bottles of rum, I should be alright. I'll just sleep through it.
I know last time we were on the tour bus, it took about 3 bottles of rum just to get you tipsy. And then you started going for the bleach. Yeah, we've been known to drink some lethal concoctions. What's this? Australia. Oh, hang on, we got an Aussie here. What we got here? We got to do it in order. Rugby was more popular in my small ass town than football for youngsters. Fair enough. Leftist, everyone just bowed down to COVID restrictions and lockdowns, and it was pathetic. Are you saying it's leftist in Australia? Australia is becoming communist, Carbon Heart says.
That's what they're trying to push into here too.
Yeah. Who do you hate more, Argentina or France? I'd say Argentina.
I think Argentina too.
Like France,
they're kind of just like since like Napoleon and shit, they've just been our sort of mouthy neighbours, haven't they?
Yeah, I'd say our
Falklands are a lot more fresh.
Our feelings towards the French are like Americans' feelings towards Canadians. You don't despise each other, but you sort of take the piss out of each other and don't like each other's cultures and stuff. We don't really hate each other. I know some Americans might hate Canadians, but not in general. Yeah, it's more like that. Whereas Argentinians are ratty folk. They're like dishonourable and snidey. And they sheltered loads of Nazis after the war.
Yeah, a lot of South American countries, don't they?
Especially Argentina.
I think that's probably why they had the hump for us in Falklands.
Exactly. There was a lot of actual Nazi scientists and ex-military officers that moved there.
They even had like a little Bavaria, didn't they? Like German architecture, you know? And
yeah.
All in sort of South America, ready for them to go to.
Yeah, Grim Jim, you are right. Traditionally, we did hate France more because
traditionally
the Falklands is quite modern in our history.
That's what we said just now, like historically, like with Napoleon and shit.
And apart from France, I'd say the Spanish. We had a lot of shit with the Spanish back in the day.
Yeah.
Our navies, they hated each other. Spanish Armada and all that.
Until our old Nelson went and fucked them up.
Yeah, old Nelson. Same with the Aussies and Kiwis. What are we talking about? Yeah, Aussies and Kiwis.
Yeah. That's them, the Kiwis, yeah.
Yeah. They got like friendly rivalries.
Australia all the way, son.
Operation Odessa. I've heard of that. I'll have to look that up at some point. I've heard of that.
Ask him.
Yeah, Bjorn's right. Fuck O Kid Big G Dude Bro. Operation Odessa. Tell us more about it. Expand on it. Carbon Heart. Definitely France. Their food is horrific. Mr. Perfect, sorry. Definitely France. French food. Yeah, it's not the best, is it? To be fair, they ain't got much that's nice. Not compared to somewhere like Italy.
Oh, Italy. I love Italian food. Gorgeous, yeah.
Or even somewhere like Mexico or Spain that probably got no.
That's my two favourites, yeah. Spanish and Mexican food, beautiful.
I don't even mind a bit of Oriental, like Chinese now and again. Noodles and stuff like that. I don't mind a bit of that. Operation, here we are. What's this one? Operation Finale was a good movie on Netflix about Mossad agents going to Argentina to kidnap a Nazi and hiding. That sounds good. I bet that happens a lot, to be fair. There was a lot of Nazi hunters after the war.
Yeah, it was, wasn't there? They're pretty ruthless too, weren't they?
Yeah, that's probably based on a real situation, I should imagine. There's a lot of, there's still organisations now that try and track down the families of like ex-Nazis and stuff. Because these people that got away, they ended up getting married, breeding, having kids. War criminals.
Oh my god! Oh gosh, she's crying! Yes, I am crying! Oh my god! And he's so funny!
Welcome to another SJW Meltdown compilation brought to you by 50 Shades and the Snowflakes. From signs. From Trump signs. To Confederate flags. They are constantly finding new ways to offend themselves.
She's going nuts with the Trump sign. She doesn't like the Trump
It's just insane, isn't it?
We might not learn much, but let's try to understand the level of intelligence of these snowflakes.
I'll suck a dick if I want to suck a dick. I suck great dick, by the way.
He may be good at what he does, but I'm not sure why that needs to be mentioned.
A Confederate flag is a symbol of slavery and lynching and raping of black people.
They are triggered beyond belief. This is the life of an SJW snow.
You believe in a platform for hate and a platform for oppression. A platform for hate.
America, it was a country of opportunity. You know, whatever comes to your head, you can do.
People from New York. This is Operation Odessa, apparently. My computer's going a bit
Or to
slow.
Moscow. If you want to come to South Florida, Tarzan could fix you up.
You wanted prostitutes, he'd find them for you. You wanted a load of dope move, he'd find a way to move it. You wanted somebody killed, talk to him.
Juan Almeida. How do you describe a guy?
It's no secret. Cocaine is cool.
He was good at taking assets from traffickers before they went to prison and hiding them.
He was selling cars. He was wheeling and dealing.
Nelson Yester was the closest conduit to the Colombians.
Totally had a relationship with Paulo. They worked together for
No one can take the SJW videos. No, you don't like them.
There were all kinds of
It makes him
stories and
angry, you see.
allegations about what they're really up to.
If Bjorn sees SJW, especially in real life, it makes him really angry. And I don't blame him. Most of them are cunts. What's that? We get a decent leader, we might make some money. We get a decent leader. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you American, Canadian? I can't remember.
I think that was the Australian news, right?
Oh, the Australian.
Australian,
Australians, yeah. Yeah, hopefully. I like Australia. I hope it comes back.
We formed a task force to investigate criminal activity, which became Operation Odessa.
I distinctly remember arriving in Moscow and saying to myself, everything is for sale.
They told Juan, they give us the helicopter for $500. And the guy said, listen, let's get 10 of them.
New history.
And I told him, listen, you know who's Pablo Escobar? He's my partner. Juan looked like Pablo.
Pablo Escobar is here.
I told them that I was looking for a submarine, man. They say, you got it, man.
I had a friend living in St. Petersburg, and I said, is this possible?
It can't be impossible because Tarzan is crazy enough to try something like this.
And he said, do we want the submarine with missiles or without missiles?
Right. Yeah, Operation Odessa. That looks interesting. I'll have to look more into that. Yeah. I like things like that, like our spy stuff and people hunting down war criminals and stuff. It's interesting. I've always been into the Second World War. You like the Second World War, don't you, Bjorn?
Oh, I do. Yeah, very interesting topic in history, that one.
So, yeah, there's a lot to it as well. Different battles, different people getting involved. It's one of our most intricate wars, I reckon. I'm also a fan of the Napoleonics. I like the Napoleonic times. We had some good wars there as well. With Lord Wellington. He was one of my favourites. Oh, hang on.
I'm sure you're very much against, is making a sexist implication about how I'm conducting my role as
Well,
a man.
then the easiest way to do it.
Is that what you're saying, Senator?
Well, what I'm saying is
Yes,
that the way
right.
you've been responding to me has been patronising and condescending, and I have responded to that. So the easiest way to deal with this is not
Imagine, Senator,
to have that way in responding to the questions I've
Imagine the
asked.
reaction, Senator, if I said you were womansplaining. You're saying that I'm mansplaining.
Well, it is a term that's used.
Is it
when,
by whom?
Well,
By
it is
rude-
a term that's used.
By rude
doesn't make
by rude senators.
Yeah,
by
it's
senators
not
who are
like that for
seeking to
somebody
make
else.
gender
You
an
get a
issue.
bit of support
No, I'm not surprised.
Mansplaining.
You haven't-
Let the
you
record
don't
show. Let
understand
the record
the term
show,
mansplaining.
Chair, that Senator Gallagher thinks it's appropriate to refer to a senator as mansplaining. Take a good look at yourself. I mean, sitting here and saying to a male senator, you're mansplaining. If I said to a female senator, you are womansplaining, there would be uproar. So stop being a hypocrite. Conduct yourself appropriately for this place.
I'm sorry you're so offended by the use of the word. It is a word that's used. I'm surprised that you're so shocked by the use of the word.
No, I'm just calling hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Thy name is Labor. Thy name is Senator Gallagher.
The dominant narrative in America is white people are evil, white people suck, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And
I don't think we should be ashamed of ourselves. I think that we should take responsibility for the system that we've created.
The best system in the world?
Oh, we do not have the best system in the world.
Who has a better system?
There are many European countries that are much better off.
Oh, you mean like the European countries with a higher density of whites, like Northern Europe?
That's one way to phrase it, I guess.
You don't mean Turkey.
No.
You don't mean Eastern Europe
No.
with the communists. So the only time you can come up with a system that's better than America, it's a country that's more white than America. I don't understand.
They don't know. They don't know what they're on about. She's just been burst. The logic's all gone.
So the reason whites are doing well is because we cheated.
Yeah.
But if you look at the data of Asians, for example, you will find way more Asian privilege than there is white privilege. Everything you can say about white privilege is more true with Asian privilege. No one grabs their purse when it. Pardon?
It still pigeonholes them.
Pigeonholes them as successful? I don't think anyone minds being pigeonholed like that. Hey, Mr. Successful, why don't you go drive a nice car?
It's not near as harmful as how black folks are stereotyped, certainly.
Okay, so why don't you start at the top then, and let's try to dismantle Asian privilege.
Asian privilege, I wouldn't call it Asian privilege.
Well, it fits all the criteria of white male privilege.
It does.
What do you mean by that?
They get better jobs. They get better educations. No one sees them as threatening. Everything that you can say that whites cheated to get is more prevalent in an Asian society. Okay, let's drop that. I guess it's not going anywhere. Well, I just feel like I don't understand why men get blamed for these unattainable beauty standards when we're fucking pigs. In fact, I know guys.
I don't blame individual men. I blame the system. But
the system is run by females and gays. The beauty fashion industry.
Yeah. I mean, sexual assault is still an issue.
More men get raped than women.
Again, I didn't specify gender when I said sexual assault.
But we're talking about feminism. Feminism.
Yeah, feminism is also dealing with sexual assault across genders.
So feminism, we need feminism because too many men are getting raped. Okay, but then feminists should be outside prisons going, this is out of control. Stop prison rape. Stop prison rape. Leave men alone. Leave men alone. I cannot picture that.
Yeah, well, I think that there should be more.
Okay, so men getting raped is one fire that we need feminism for. Give me another one.
Direct reports. This is not a secret that about 10% of rapes are reported. So how do you know 10% of rapes are reported if the others aren't? Because those people call the women's centers, they ask for help, they seek medical attention.
So they are reported.
Quite frankly.
Tracy, I
There's
can't
a
believe what I
reason
just
that
heard
women
you
live
say.
longer, Mark. Let me tell you. It is because we are stronger and we are happier at the end of the day than most men. And that is factual, and you know it.
When men are married to women who scream like you, they just want to die sooner.
I'm not screaming.
When you have women going around.
Mark, you're divorced.
Tracy,
She left you. Let's put
Tracy,
that on the table if you want to play this game.
Don't bother arguing with a woman. Yeah, you are right. Most of the time, you're going to be right. But they'll never accept it. It's just a waste of your time. Total waste of time.
Tracy,
Yes.
when women go around comparing their engagement rings to show off who got the most carats,
I don't know where you
tell me
find
that
these
women don't compete.
Mark, I don't know
tell
where
me
you
that
find
women
these
don't
women. The
compete
women
on
I know do
material
not
possessions.
care about that kind of stuff. Mark, all right, Mark, it out more.
Women compete on houses, divorce settlements, carrots, country clubs. Women compete on money all the time. Give me a break.
Wait a second. Women in your life, buddy.
Because men are taught that the way the men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault.
Mark,
Everybody has to make himself or herself
You're
happy.
giving me such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who bragged that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
I have 3 children.
Okay, Mark.
You know what?
So, but you don't need a man's money.
Could you like stop interrupting here for 5 seconds?
Well, what is your question?
Have you ever been raped?
No, I haven't been raped. Well, actually, you know what? Let me correct myself. Let me correct myself.
Let me
correct myself. Because yes, I have been seized. My ancestors were raped. That's right. From Europe and West Africa. That's right. Rape means to seize. Right?
That is unfortunate.
Okay. It's unfortunate, right? That's what you Edomites always say. Now, do you have another question?
But have you ever had a cock shoved up?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Well, then great.
Well, you know what? I've shoved my penis into.
What a conversation have you having?
She's charming, isn't she?
She's bloody lovely.
And they like it.
Yeah.
They tell me to go rougher, to go harder. They say deeper. They say deeper. Oh my God, I love it.
So all women want that.
So what's your point? Do you have any grievances coming up here?
Of course I have grievances.
So what state your grievances, please?
That all men sexually harass women.
So you're saying you're generalizing that all men sexually harass women. What do you define as harassment?
Well, there's a kind of a broad spectrum between.
Kind of, right? You never encountered. Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up! You want to see the spectrum?
Do you want to have discourse, or do you want to use profanity?
First, there's interrupting me.
Okay, I'll let you speak. Go ahead, speak.
Yeah.
You got the floor.
Oh, really? Have I? Have you stopped interrupting me?
Go ahead.
No.
Stop talking, honey.
There's a spectrum, and it ranks from interrupting to demeaning to belittling to raping women.
So interrupting, right? So what I just did, that was a form of harassment.
He says it.
You gotta get out of here, man. We ain't none of them guys, all right? You ain't about to come up here and call
I'm sorry.
Call the cops.
Did any of you see him just physically?
Call the cops.
Hey! That is uncalled for.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. All right? Coming up here causing mission. All right? Death to America! That's right! That's right! Look at her trying to play the victim. The lady white, go get the KKK, right? That's what the KKK is all about, right? Protecting white women here. She come up here trying to play the victim. Come up here trying to play the victim. Hey, get her. Y'all better get her. Please, call the cops. Call the police, all right? Get her! Get her! Taser! Taser! Taser!
Taser. Look at her, what a state. They're not very nice, are they?
No, I think there's a lot going on. Usually you find yourself more leaning to one side of the argument, but in this one, they're just all cunts, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
She's a puffer as well. We've seen what she was.
And they're saying
then they
death to
got
America.
Death America saying, oh, what's the KKK? And fuck me.
All of his wives, everything of him is immigration. His wife is from the Czech Republic. Is he trying to kick her out? His parents aren't American, trying to kick them out. His children, they aren't fully American, they're going to kick him out.
Pretty sure that all these people moved here legally, though.
Okay, so you're saying that just because...
That's a man.
Let me just say this is a Bernie rally. Try going to like the zoo.
That's a very clever suggestion. Or the depths of hell itself.
Another one.
But yeah, you still say we're at a war with Islam?
Are we not at a war?
That is
In Chop we trust. Hit subscribe now, that's a must. Chod munch.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Let's go.
Well, that's that. Yeah, SJW's never been a fan. Wokeness is destroying the world. It's like a cancer on the earth.
Well, the Western world, anyway.
Yeah.
They don't have it in Asia and in the Middle East, do they?
Well, no, they don't, do they? They won't have it.
Like China, they're just building a fucking big army at the moment while we're discussing sort of, you know, trans rights and what's inclusive and, you know. I think everybody
spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible. I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men. That's my first train trip as a man spreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
Okay. You are being an obnoxious person.
What is it between their legs that's so important?
Dick and balls!
I've not enjoyed this week at all. The very first day where a group of people came on, they were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat and I was taking up 3 seats.
That's not man spreading. That's just you being a fucking asshole.
You're a fucking white man. Aren't you quite aware by holding that video camera on me that you are surrounded by your privilege, right? Take your privilege somewhere else, please, because your privilege is not welcome here. So unless you are here to dismantle your privilege, please find somewhere else to go.
Take your character, lock them in place, have made their character pantsless, and then can simulate sexual assault with your character, and you are helpless to stop it.
The graphics are so good, this attack is eerily realistic, but this is virtual rape. Hackers rewriting code.
That's deplorable and should not be allowed anywhere. Like, they should be banned off the servers immediately.
In this scene, a dog has been modified to do disturbing things because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. And she says these new rape scenes only illuminate that.
It's violating, it's triggering for people who have survived assault in the past.
It's really hard being triggered all the time. And I'm not kidding, it's all the time for me at this point. I get dressed in the morning, I'm triggered. I take a shower, I'm triggered. I get in the car, I'm triggered. I go for a walk, I'm triggered. I leave my house, I'm triggered. I sit in my room all day, I'm triggered. I look at my thin, beautiful sisters and I'm triggered, and I just can't get away from it. And it feels at this point that there's nothing I can do.
I am the feminist who is out to ruin your life. Yes, I am that militant, man-hating ball buster.
Let's go grab yourself a drink a minute, John.
All right, mate. No worries. Could you fill me bottle up with water?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. I'm getting a bit parched. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, folks. Bjorn's just going to get a drink. These horrible, horrible people. SJWs and feminists everywhere. What's this? Carbonate. Bitch, stop eating. Yeah, that one before. Of course, she was a bit of a beast, wasn't she? I can't stand them.
Am that ice queen cunt who responds to your street side compliments with her most frigid, I didn't need your comment. I am out to infringe upon
Hello,
your
Texas. How you doing, mate?
freedoms and extra room on the subway bestowed upon you for having a penis.
Yeah. You want my name? Yeah, sure.
It's humongous.
Okay. Humongous what? Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
Humongous.
Humongous what?
That's what it is.
Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment?
No, it's humongous.
Then why did you say that to me?
That's my name.
What? Humongous what?
Humongous what?
Humongous what? Is that sexual harassment? Is that what you just did when you said that to me?
What, humongous?
Why would you say that to me?
Yes, but my name.
Why would you say that to me?
Why would I say it to
Why
you?
would you say that to me?
Why would you ask me my name?
What? Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what? Humongous what? This person just spoke to me in a sexually harassing way.
I did not.
Yeah, he did. He said, do you know what my name is? And I said, what? And he said, humongous. Yeah. Yeah. This person just sexually harassed me.
I said I'm humongous.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Humongous what?
Humongous.
So now you're actually pointing to yourself. You're actually pointing to your body parts. And you're actually pointing to your body parts and saying that you're humongous. You're actually doing that. And then you speak to me in a sexually harassing manner. How dare you? How dare you? Disgusting. 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 You just abused a woman. You just abused a
I'm not sure who Cecily is.
woman, and you have the audacity to say the girls matter. How dare you? How dare you? You disgusting person.
Cheers, mate.
Disgusting. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Are you going to do anything about how you sexually harassed me? Are you going to do anything about how you sexually harassed me? Are you going to?
I need to go.
Okay, he's asking me to leave. He's asking me to leave after I've been sexually harassed.
I'm just asking.
You're asking me to leave after I've been sexually harassed. Did you ask him to leave? Did you ask him to leave? Did you ask him to? Are you following him? Did you ask him to stop sexually harassing me? What? He just said that he works for a security company, not the city. So I don't have to do what he wants. So fuck off. Who are you? Who are
She's
you?
nice,
Did you go
don't
after
she?
the person who sexually harassed me? Did you go off? This is you.
Ma'am, if the guy sexually harassed you, you need to dial 911 and request for police.
Why would I call the cops when they act like this?
We're
They act like
security
this.
for the building, okay?
You're running away.
Ma'am, you're
Running away.
disrupting-
I'm not
you're
disrupting
disrupting
anything.
business.
I'm going after the person who harassed me, which was you.
Oh, Cav.
Slash his throat! Every fucking Republican! Suck my fucking
Jesus.
balls! Say that one more time.
Well, he's having a spat out, isn't he?
Slash his throat! Get the fashion!
Fucking me.
It's filthy!
Just stay away. You don't like it?
Yeah!
Hey,
Yeah!
Mark.
Some of these people would have been locked away in the old days.
This is just what I was thinking, see. I think even if I went outside and started balling like that, I think they'd come and nick me straight away.
They probably would. We always get picked on. We get arrested a lot when we're on tour. One of us either gets picked on and we have to fight, or someone fights in the crowd at our gigs, and we always got to talk to the police. It's not nice. It's not nice being victimised. I know what it's like. Especially you, Bjorn. You've been locked away a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, a few times, man, a few times.
Look at her.
Back off! Back off! Take
She's fucking... She's got crackers, isn't she?
Mental.
Back off right now! Fuck you! Take the hike! You got yourself bested! I don't like you! You don't touch him!
Mark, don't worry about it.
Fuck
Yeah.
you!
Mark, I said stop.
Well, I'm gonna have to go and get myself some food in a minute, John.
All right,
I'm
Bjorn.
starving.
Well, thank you for coming on the show.
No worries, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. And Bjorn's got to go now and get something to eat. It's been a long time. I'm going to carry on with you for a little bit. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Bjorn.
No problem, mate. Another time, yeah?
Another time. Thanks, mate.
Take care of yourself, son.
See you later on. Yeah, Bjorn's a bit hungry. He's been around all day, and we've been smoking a lot. Gets you a bit hungry. Thanks, Bjorn. I'll tell him you all said thanks and cheers. He won't be going completely. He's going into one of the other rooms in Scab Towers to have some dinner. So yeah, I can tell him after the show. We've got a big complex here, you see, in Brixton. It's more like a warehouse. There's a labyrinth of rooms for different uses. Bye, Bjorn. Richard Duke says, thanks, Bjorn, from Mr. Perfect. Cheers, mate, from Joe Camel. Thanks, Bjorn, from DarkMindOfL. Later, Bjorn, from Carbon Heart. Yeah. Thanks for he's a good bloke, Bjorn. He's a good lad. One of my best mates.
Speech in this country, and I have the right to freedom of religion, and I am violating no law. That's hate speech! This man, I can press charges for assault on this man right now if I chose to. But I'm not going to. It's hate speech! It's provoked assault! This man assaulted me, but I'm not going to press charges against him.
Differences between men and women that are explicitly anatomical and physiological. Are men taller than women on average? Does anyone take offense at that fact? Are you irritated?
There's always a standout.
So I would say you could be irritated by it. You could be irritated by the fact that women have to be the ones to gestate and lactate. You could be irritated by a lot of truths. But taking offense is a response that is rejection of reality. So men and women are different on height. They're different on muscle mass. They're different on where fat is deposited on our bodies, right? Our brains are also different. So there are some binaries.
Oh, wow. Security. This is what happens. Oh, did they shut off the volume? Can you hear? Can everybody hear?
Really? He's a piece of shit. That is not okay. Even the women in there have been brainwashed.
Should not listen to fascism. It should not be tolerated in civil society. Nazis are not welcome in civil society.
Fuck the police! Cover the people! Thank you.
All right, well, we're going to raise our voices. The conversation's going to go on. Let me be crystal clear. Let me be crystal clear. People do not have the right to tell you what you can and cannot listen to. People do not have the right. Fringe elements of society do not have the right to hold you hostage to discourse. This is a university. If we cannot have this conversation here, we can't have it anywhere.
In Chop, we trust. Hit subscribe now, that's a must. Chod munch. Let's go. Sit back, unwind, I expose the fakes.
The war is over.
Sorry about that. There's no need, what's that, Carbonite? There's no need for these breeding grounds of stupidity. There isn't, mate. It's fucking ridiculous. Disgusting creatures. We need people to stand up against them. That's what we need. They're all vile little creatures. I was trying to present a video for you. Trying to get it right. It was Odessa. More about Odessa. Someone said about Operation Odessa earlier. I'm going to play it on a little bit faster speed though. just because yeah, it might help not get picked up in the algorithm so much.
Paramilitary unit, 1 million strong, were hunted. But many escaped capture. Many believe a shadowy group known as the Organization of Former SS Members, or Odessa, helped them evade justice. This powerful unit had a sinister mission: to create a Fourth Reich, a totalitarian regime of Aryan supremacy on a worldwide scale. This organization was first uncovered by famed Nazi hunter Simon Wiesenthal.
There was a period immediately after the Second World War when British and American organizations did pursue the Nazis with some rigor, but then that dropped off. So it was in the interest of Nazi hunters like Wiesenthal to make sure that the West took an interest in pursuing Nazi criminals.
It was later made public by novelist Frederick Forsyth for his bestseller, The Odessa File.
Wiesenthal hoped by manipulating Forsyth's novel that he could actually
There's a lot
proceed
of
further.
there's a lot of Nazi people like that escaped during the war. Loads of them. It's kind of like, what's his? Well, Jews and Marcus are disgusting people. That I died in my ear. Yeah.
The prosecution of certain Nazi war criminals would therefore be exposed in a popular novel.
There is one document that...
The crap case is too obvious to fool many people. Listen, underage will keep walking will be nature supported by trustees in Germany. That's the device of truth. Oh, that's interesting.
appears to be evidence of the beginnings of Odessa. It is called the Maison Rouge Report. It details a secret meeting that took place on August 10th, 1944, between Germany's top industrialists and SS leaders in Strasbourg, France, at a hotel called Maison Rouge.
The Maison Rouge meeting was attended by representatives of the key
Oh, it's gone now. Yeah, well, yeah, I like the Second World War. I learned a lot about it, like back in school. That was one of my favourite subjects back in the day. Gotta go get a pack of food. Thanks, bro. Be right back. Alright, Camel. Thanks for popping in, mate. I'm gonna end the show in about 20 minutes. Just wanted to thank you all. Now maybe play a few more little things. I was trying to find something for you. Something that I saw earlier. I've got to find, oh, I know. Here you go. Here's a little treat. I've got something for you. Something you might like. Off we go. Here's a little treat for all the men.
They call me the white girl yardie. Preach white girl yardie, girl with a tight pussy. I'm sorry I'm not available to take your call, but please leave your message after the tone. They call me the white girl yardie. Every black man.
Yeah, disgusting, isn't it?
Like, you know what I mean? But I'm just gonna like.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I
We
mean?
get the girl them wet and them that's in the beach. Fikiana, Fikiana, Fikiana. Oh, you fit in other shots, then you use a Google app. Probably have to have Wi-Fi, easy pick up. Better than the garbage when they got the wall up. Proud of your body, show me where you made up. Sugar and spice, everything nice. Diamond all tight, and fire all ice. Tell me if you free, me not gas ice. All price, tell me if you get your...
I see your face there.
My face?
Yeah, what the best I know, yeah?
No, you're going in. One more time.
Which white girl yardie, girl with a tight pussy. I'm sorry I'm not available to take your call, but please leave your message after the tone. They call me the white girl yardie. Uh-huh.
Well, there you go.
Which white girl yardie.
There you go. There's a bit of culture for you. That dude is gay. There's a lot of gay dudes out there. It's a very common thing nowadays. A lot. A lot of them hide it pretty well as well. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, because it wasn't the normal time we normally do it. Oh, something's going on. Good. He started playing, well, it's quite interesting actually. You might like him. He's playing a guy. I'm from Manchester originally. Manchester in England. I moved to London when I was in my teens, like mid-teenager. And this guy here that I watch sometimes, he's called Charlie Veach. You probably watch him yourself. A few of you might. He's an interesting fella. And he shows you a lot about Manchester. And I can show you some of the spots where I actually was homeless at some points. I was homeless on the streets for about 3 years. Mostly in Manchester.
Going to God, hallelujah. Yeah, keep going to God, hallelujah, hallelujah. Keep going to God.
He goes around Manchester with like a camera, annoying people and just commenting on things.
Come on now, keep going to baby, going to God.
That guy's funky, isn't he?
Hi everyone, this is Charlie and Aaron. Aaron?
Yeah, he's England, mate.
Guess what he designed? He designed the 5-second 8-bit Charles Veach intro.
Yeah, Joe Camel, it is England. This is Manchester, England.
So thank you very much, Aaron.
No worries.
Where are we?
We're in Piccadilly Gardens.
What are we hunting for?
Everything.
Crackheads. So we're gonna. So basically, cops turning the camera around without actually having to switch it off. 2 police cars, a lot of crowds. We're gonna go have a look, see what they got. Because on my channel over the last couple of days, you've had a lot of theology, religion, spirituality, chat, talk. There was a great comment yesterday. Someone said 47 seconds.
This place where he is now, when I was homeless, this used to be like the main place where all the homeless people hung out. You can get drugs from and stuff.
Video, it better not just be Charlie joying, I love that word, Jawing, joying for 47 seconds. And no, it wasn't. It was a lot of prison chat as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't subscribe to my channel. I didn't get the algorithm favor me and have 6,000 new subscribers for you guys to listen to me talk about God. you subscribe for me to antagonize crackheads and go and see what the police are doing.
The reason I'm showing you him, just hold in there, is because he goes up and confronts like some horrible little crackheads and kids and things like that. He gets some horrible people come up to him, and it'll give you a little view of what people are like in Manchester, the horrible ones.
Oh, they're
Little
coffee and
rants.
donuts. Hey guys. Oh, good. Just doing some video for my YouTube channel, and if there's police involved, more people click on it. You who said that? Who said that? No, you can if you want. Come on. Sorry? What?
Don't want to be in your video.
Well, you don't have to.
I don't want to get me out of it.
Or how about you walk away, sir?
I don't need to walk away. Calm down, please. Don't touch him. Calm down. He's got the right to film me. He's got the lawful right to film me.
It's all right. Anyway, that's a nice hood you got there. I don't mind. Just don't put it so close to my face. That's all. You see them all? Look at them all. I don't mind. His name's Charlie Veach. Video me all you want. All I ask is just don't put your hand too close to my face. That's all. Thank you, gentlemen. It's from my YouTube channel.
How many subscribers?
162,000. Do you want to be on my channel? And also, can I? Is there if I put my arm around you? All right. Okay. I want you to say, my name is whatever your name is, and you're watching the Charlie Veach channel.
I can't say my name.
Okay. Say. I'll call you David.
Yo,
my name's David, and you're watching the Charlie Veach channel.
Yeah, my name's David, and you're watching the Charlie Veach channel.
Thanks, mate. And remember that name. Subscribe to me. I need more subs. Let's come around here. Why are these teenagers all hanging out? Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're outside the Halifax Bank of Scotland group, and your hourly thing of people fainting, dying, being stabbed, being beaten up, collapsing from drug overdoses. It's always the same. And in a different city, people might get, a bit shocked by, hello, mate. No, it's a carry on.
Yeah, Carbonite. Yeah, it's quite possible, mate. Manchester does have a lot of knife crime.
Please go past, no problem. People might get shocked by two police seeing if someone's alive, but here in Manchester, people just step over it, just carry on. No problem. And one thing I will say to all the viewers watching this, some people are against the police in general, but different police in different parts of the country have different tasks. Like your average cops that say work in, say, York or Harrogate or other posh parts of the country, not just up north. It's different policing than city centre Manchester, which is, look at the people watching, look at this, look at this. It's different here, and so I do feel a bit sorry for the police. They certainly have to earn their money here, whereas some cops in other counties just sit and try and catch motorists for speeding. I think they just need to check he's conscious. We'll come around and get a different angle.
Yeah, Britain is a messed up place, folks.
You need to stop you.
Sorry?
You started drama over there.
I started drama. What are you smoking, young lady? You having a spliff? The guitar doesn't look stabby, a nice traditional instrument. There you go. Sorry? No, that's not my bike. Is it being stolen? That's very random. Is that your pavement, sir? Very random question. Anyway, see you later. Mate, I'm out in public. I'm just filming. Look, just filming.
Don't video neither.
Why not?
Bro, I'll boot your hand out your hand, bro.
You boot my hand out of my hand. Okay, fair enough. What?
Bro, get that camera away from my face now, bro.
Don't act hard, dude. Go through puberty first. Don't act hard. Anyway, let's go. Thank you. Can I, guys, and is it okay if we...
You love that
anyway,
stuff.
hold the camera here so that God damn it! Okay, you can be in it. So I'm here with a man with a lovely salt and pepper beard who said hello. How are you?
We love that stuff on the subway in New York and all that stuff. You love police.
Thanks very much. Anyway, did you hear that? The guy's telling me to...
No, we just
angry teenagers.
Yeah, well, just hear them.
Oh, I hope those kind of... By the way, I need... How much of those jackets cost down Berry New Road? That's a 20 quid fake.
675.
It's a 20 quid fake. Take care, guys. Thank you. Right, let's come on. Fake jacket. Fake jacket. Oh my God! What did you say?
Suck your mom.
Suck my mum? That's disgusting.
You just said 90.
What have you got to hide?
They don't want you recording me because they, as much as you've got the right to record the public, I have the right to hide my face from you.
Please don't move your hands so close to me. Come on, thank you. Yeah.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Manchester is a horrible city. There's some nice parts of it, but in general, it's quite rough. I do suggest if you go there as a tourist, then be very careful where you go, where you stray. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been amazing. It's been brilliant having you. Bjorn loved it. He doesn't show much emotion, Bjorn, but he did. He loved it. I could tell. And yeah, thanks for watching it. It's been quite a different time. Normally, I don't do it like this sort of time. But yeah, thank you. I love you. I love you all, and it's much appreciated. It's much appreciated, every one of you that tunes in. And as always, all I can say is goodbye, everybody.
Hey, I just wanna say, I'm back. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Now I've made some change in my life. Now I've moved on in life. Now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. I'm thinking deeply right now. My life without you, it's like wow, but I don't know how to explain this. I don't know why it's happening to me, but I just realize you're not the person you used to be. Now I've left this city. This bullshit is not gonna happen again. trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Life is short. Don't waste time worrying about me, holding the one that cares for you. In the end, they won't be there for you. Now I've made it of the world. All memories will be swallowed in the winter snow. This is a sign of goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody.